From the greatest sports town in modern history, New York City. Welcome to the most exhilarating sports talk on YouTube today. The Entertainah, talking sports. So mute your device, dial your phone, and prepare yourself for the pinnacle of sports talk on YouTube. The Entertainah, talking sports. Monday nights, only on YouTube.
Stand up, sports fans. It has been a while, but we are back. We are live. We got a call-in show tonight, guys. What is going on, everybody? What's going on, Odell Beckham? What's going on, MH? What's going on, Alex Sports? What's going on, Scott Thomas? What's going on, Steven Lilyface for radio? What's going on, Bob Money? Diehard Giants fan in the house. Bigger Mike's in the house. Texas Liberty's in the house. What's going on, Eagles UK? Thank you to everybody for popping in. Gus, what's going on, my man? So, how's everybody's day going? Lolly Mac brought the Ducks. I appreciate that. Yeah, we got a couple of banners up on the wall. I'm already getting calls. Not taking calls yet. Not taking calls yet, guys. Hold on. Not taking calls yet. Bobby can't wait. This is Bob. You know, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. Bobby couldn't. Is this Bobby, right? Oh, he hung up on me. We're not taking calls yet. What's going on, Foreign Scarface? What's going on? Thank you for tuning in the stream. Lucas Milk is in the house. Yeah, sexy. MH, hope everybody's having a great day today. Nice weather today in New York. I think it's Bobby again. I'm just going to take it. Bobby's got me on speed dial. This is Bobby.
Hey Chris, how you doing?
Bobby, what happened to your voice?
I was yelling and screaming Friday night. I said the Red Sox suck.
Oh my God! Were you at the game?
Yeah, we went to the game. And I told you the 31st. We went down by bus, and then there was a good game Friday night. But this Red Sox fan got kicked out of the game. So this lady on the bus is a Red Sox fan. I was laughing at the Red Sox fan, and she put her middle finger up at me, and I told her to shove it up her ass with it. The sun doesn't shine.
All right, okay. Well, Bobby, your voice is even more beautiful than usual.
I sound horrible, but I couldn't wait to talk to you.
I'm glad that you're back. Is Seahawk there?
Yes, she is. She's sleeping right now.
And you had a good time with the at the Yankee Red Sox game?
Yes, it was awesome. I didn't have to drive down there, but I don't mind if I drove down there anyway. But it was good not to drive, you know. I didn't drink though. I don't drink. Your
Yankees are off to a pretty good start, Bobby.
Yeah, even with 11 injuries, they are doing good.
Yeah,
yesterday's game was horrible. Frazier can't play the outfield anymore. Take him out.
Yeah.
But maybe in there, Frazier. Oh my God.
I can't get over what happened to your voice. I could barely understand what you're saying, but I love it.
I know. I'm sorry, but I saw you live, so I got excited. You know how I like to talk on the phone.
Bobby's got me on speed dial. I didn't even post the number yet. He's already called me. He can't wait. He can't wait to tell me his Yankees.
Where are you, at your mother's house?
I'm living here for a month, before I make the big move.
And you going to Texas?
Oh God, thank you so much, Ligma, for the super chat. He says Kyler Murray gets strong arm from getting hard. Okay, good to know there, Ligma. Thank you very much.
He's too small to get hard, though.
What kind of laugh was that, Bobby? You sound like a freaking parrot.
So is my voice, too. So, why are you moving to Texas?
Well, it's cheaper to live in Texas, but there's more to it than that. I'm not gonna say anything right now. You guys will see very soon. But
you have a woman there, I think.
I'm not gonna say nothing, Bobby. But
yeah, look at you. You to be yeah. Let's see you smile on that.
Oh man, what's going on, Spotlight Sports Talk? What's going on, Joe? I didn't say that.
What? Well, what part of Texas are you moved to?
I'm not gonna say.
Well, don't move to Dallas because the Cowgirls are there.
All right.
No.
I will not be rooting for the Cowgirls. But Bobby, what else you want to talk about?
Yeah.
What else you want to talk about?
Well, the Mets have to get pitching.
Well, yeah. Is the Pope Catholic? Of course they need. The bullpen has been horrendous this entire year.
Oh my God! Yes, definitely. And the Giants are looking good in OTAs.
Yes, they are. Well, it's OTA. It's OTAs. I'm not going to get super excited about it. We've got.
Yeah, because it's not, like one team on the other side, but at least he's passing the ball pretty good. The other guy,
Daniel Jones. You're talking about Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, yeah. Yep, the successor of Eli Manning.
Yeah. No, he's looked great. He looks
good
so far. I mean, like I said, it's just OTAs. You can't read too much into it. We got mandatory mini camps coming up. Oh, thank you so much. One giant rebuttal. He says, Chris, tell Bobby he needs lemon and honey and to get off the phone before he loses his voice totally.
Okay, yeah, that's what you have to do. Put honey.
I think you need some honey, Bobby, because your voice. You are shot right now. You are shot.
I am. I'm sorry. Well, you had that the other day when you did like 4 games in a row.
Yeah, I'm a lunatic.
So I hope Mark Israel calls in so we could set up a date to talk to each other.
Oh, we'll have to figure that one out. Yeah, I don't know if this is the time to do it right now, but we'll see. We'll see.
Because you're moving.
Yes, they are, Dom. They're definitely gonna break my balls in Texas for that. But what?
You're not gonna miss New York.
Oh, Joe Musa, thank you so much for the super chat. Of course, I'm gonna.
You're not gonna see Mr. Softy anymore.
And I just want to read that. Joe Musa says that Bobby sounds like he has Mark Israel in his mouth. I would say that's
disgusting. That's nasty. Joe Musa, that's horrible. No, we are getting to be friendly to each other, though.
No, I see that. Every time you go live, I see Mark Israel in your streams.
Yeah, I gave him a wrench, too, so, that's fine. All right, so I'll let people talk. Maybe later, if it gets slow, I call again.
All right, Bobby, thank you so much for the call. Thank you for being a great subscriber.
Thank you for taking me first.
You got it. Well, you're always first. You called before I even opened up the lines. You didn't care.
Well, I got excited.
Vodka drinker, oh my God, with the super chat. He says, thank you so much.
I was dancing when I saw you online. It was
Vodka drinker says Texas has bigger everything, including clitoris. Oh my God.
Yeah, well, the girls know that for sure.
All right, Bobby.
The girl that you're going to go see in Texas.
All right, Bobby. You are quite the character.
Yeah. Okay, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, Bobby.
Bye now.
Oh my God! What a way to open up this show, and I think we got our next regular. I think this might be. Is this Bavith?
Yes, it is.
No, this is not. This is not Bavith. Who is this?
This is Ellie.
Who?
Ellie. This is for the show, the live show.
Okay, what's going on?
Can I ask a question about the Giants?
Go ahead.
I just have a question. Why would the Giants take Dexter Lawrence at 17 over amazing player in Jeffrey Simmons?
Well, I thought if they were I personally think they should have went Montez Sweat there if they were gonna, because you could have gone with an exterior pass rusher there at 17. That's where I would have went.
But wasn't there like a heart problem with him?
Yeah, a lot of the scouts said though that it wasn't anything major. The Redskins obviously traded up to get him. I think at mid-20s. I don't remember, but. I think Lawrence is going to be a really good player. It's just that it wasn't a huge need for the Giants. But I understand it, being that you're in the NFC East, you got to face Ezekiel Elliott and that Cowboys offense twice a year. So I get it that they want to clog up the middle. But I kind of agree with you that they could have used an exterior guy. Hopefully, the guy we got in the third round is the answer. The X-Man, Jimenez.
Out of Old Dominion?
Out of Old Dominion, yeah. Hopefully he's the answer.
All right, thank you so much. Goodbye.
You got it, man. Thank you for the call. Don, man. I am getting a call. This is probably a prank call. We'll give him a second. What's going on? You're on live?
If I stick my peepee...
Yep. Usually when somebody calls from an unknown number and the first word they say is, if I stick my pee-pee, usually that's a prank call. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Yeehaw, how's it going, Entertainah Talking Sports?
Mike Nixon is in the house. What's going on, my man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm just try to get in to be the first caller because I got something I got to do at 6:15. I got football practice because I'm a assistant coach for my high school, so we're just getting ready for practice in a few.
Oh, that's awesome. How you guys doing this year?
We've been working hard, man. Working hard in the weight room. We're finally going outside to start installing our offense and defense because we got a big 7-on-7 tournament this Saturday.
Very good stuff, man. So what do you want to talk about?
So I just want to talk. I don't even have much to talk about. Everything's so slow right now, but
well, we got the NBA draft coming up. You've got the
that's true.
You got training camp coming up for the Giants.
Yeah.
My Mets aren't doing very good, but probably the biggest thing right now, the NBA Finals. You know, tied up at one apiece. I'm
praying that Toronto takes the series, man. I want to see something new.
Yeah, I don't know if they're. We'll see. I'd like to see them take Game 3 at least to make it interesting. I personally think the Warriors are probably going to win in 6. I could even see them winning in 5, but I think it'll go 6 and then win in 6.
Yeah. I'm just praying to God now that I hope Morant doesn't go to Memphis and we take him, because I mean, so what if he's hurt? He'll be good by the time the season starts, and he's going to be a great point guard in the league.
I mean, that would be great if we got Morant. Now, of course, we've heard all the rumors about how Memphis might be scared off because of the potential injury. A lot of people say that that's nonsense, and it's just writers trying to dig up stories before the draft. But if we got Morant, I'd be thrilled. I mean, as a Knicks fan, you know, we haven't had a point guard in. I mean, the best point guard I've seen in my lifetime as a Knick is Derek Harper, and he was like 30-something years old.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but I mean. Like I said, like you said before, though, I mean, I definitely wouldn't mind Barrett. Barrett's going to be a great player, like you said. I just know for sure he's going to be a great player.
Oh, I'd be thrilled with Barrett. I'd be thrilled with Barrett. Everybody forgets, like 8-9 months ago, he was the best player, you know, coming out of high school. So, you know, I'd be thrilled with Barrett. I think he's very good for the NBA. He's a multi-dimensional guard. He can play both the 1 and the 2. Long arms. He could actually play the 3 as well. He's 6'7". So he could do a little bit of everything. I would love Barrett. I think Barrett would be a really good fit with the Knicks. I'd be completely fine with that.
Especially like, so I didn't watch a lot of college games, but I made sure whenever Duke was on, that I made sure I watched them. Just to scout all 3. Like even I'm like, I know it wouldn't be ideal, but say if we were to make that trade with the Hawks and we go get 8 and 10. I won't be that mad because we still get 2 first-round picks, and we can still maybe get a couple solid players that can come off our bench and be decent role players. Like I could see us at 8. I could see Cam Reddish falling there if the Knicks really want to take him, because I know they said they like him, and I wouldn't be pissed about Cam Reddish because I know he's a pretty decent 3-and-D type player.
Yeah, I just want to say hi to a couple people who popped in. I see Bigger Mike's in here. I see Kevo's in here. What's going on, Kevo? Thank you for tuning in. I see Vodka, of course, super chat earlier. I saw a couple other people, but the chat just moved. Oh, Lamel Sinclair popped in. Thank you for being here, guys. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I'm not a fan of trading down, though. But I get what you're saying. If you could get a Cam Reddish, who a lot of people are very high on, you could get him at the 8. And the other thing is, the reason a lot of people are talking about the Knicks potentially trading down is more for salary cap reasons. Because they'd have to pay R.J. Barrett, I think, like $7 million, where if they traded down to 8 and 10, they'd basically be able to get 2 players, and it would go against the cap about the same as if they took the guy at 3. So, but I think if they think R.J. Barrett, or if they think anybody at that 3 spot is a potential superstar, you have to stay there and take that player, in my opinion. Because the NBA is a star-driven league. Agree. It's a star-driven league.
It is. I mean... And I just have that great feel. I can't wait till June. I just can't wait till June 30th, 6:00 p.m. when free agency begins. I bless the NBA for posting it from midnight to make it earlier. That way, everybody can tune in, because not everybody was able to tune in before, because it's right at midnight and people are tired. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But somebody like me though, I was up that whole night.
No, I'm gonna be up all night pumping out videos that night. I'll be pumping out videos like crazy at midnight. I don't care because that's the hottest time for the NBA when you find out where all the
I mean, even it would be even cool like if you had the time to do it to maybe like even like go live like around 6, maybe for like an hour or two, because that's when the bulk of it's going to start happening is like right when free agency begins.
I might do that. I might very well do that. Go live at like 6 o'clock for 2 hours and maybe make videos on my phone as I'm live and do that. I might do something like that. But Mike, I just want to say thank you for being a great subscriber. Thank you for
I gotta get ready to start.
Yeah, man. Good luck at practice today, buddy.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It was good talking to you, brother.
Always is, man. Have a good one.
All right, have a good one. You too.
What's going on, Gmed409? Who else is in here? What's going on? Who else we got? Landon. What's going on, Landon? Thank you for popping in. And what's going on? Lolly. I will not. No, Lolly. No Cowboys fans. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
What's going on? It's Spotlight Sports Talk. What's going on?
Spotlight Sports. If you have not gone over and subscribed to this guy, please do it. This guy, great content creator. Haven't had enough time. I've been so busy on my channel, but I always love going on your channel when I can. And he's been on the channel before. Great guy. What's up, man?
What's going on? I wanted to pop in and call in and talk about a few things. I know you heard about, I don't know if you heard, but, it was a breaking news about Kawhi Leonard is suing Nike.
Really?
That was just brought in. I just posted it on Twitter, and I just posted it on Spotlight Sports Talk Facebook page. According to Matthew Kish of the Bleacher Report, he put a picture out there of Kawhi Leonard being a plaintiff and Nike being a defendant because Kawhi Leonard wanted to sue them for a logo that they used without his consent. So that actually came out not too long before you went on the show. I was like, I got to call up here and tell Entertainah about this.
Interesting.
So it's really interesting, but I'm kind of like, I'm just not understanding it. Like, you're the face of New Balance now. So you're suing Nike for a logo, and how long this been going on? That's what just make me think. Like, you're the new face of New Balance basketball sneakers, and now you come out and sue Nike. Like, that's just plain weird to me.
Well, we all know Kawhi Leonard's probably the weirdest guy in the NBA. So if anybody's gonna do something weird, it's probably him. But I mean, he's a great basketball player, but very weird person. I hope he's a Knick next year. Right. I would love it if he was a Knick. He could have whatever sneaker he wants, whether it be New Balance or Nike. I don't care.
Right. I would like for him to come to the Knicks. On Jay Nance, you just got to bring people that's going to attract Kawhi Leonard to go there. Just like the same thing for Kevin Durant.
You're a Sixers fan, right?
Yeah, I'm a Sixers fan.
Do you think you guys are going to retain Jimmy Butler?
Yes and no. I think if we offer him a max contract first, he's going to take it. But if we sit around and wait for him to see what Jimmy Butler's going to do with other teams, he's going to leave.
Right.
And I feel like he got that feeling that he might just leave because if you look at the series with Toronto, he was the most dominant player defensively and offensively. He was very aggressive. I kind of feel like a lot of people, the Sixers like Embiid and Vincent, they didn't have his back. Mm-hmm. So that was my issue with the Sixers. They just didn't have his back. Hey, what's going on?
The reason I ask about Butler is because there's been rumors that the Knicks could potentially go after him if he hits the free agent market. I'm not the biggest fan of Butler, but he's a good two-way player. Definitely one of the top 10 two-way players in the league. I think if the Knicks miss out on Kyrie, Butler could be a target for them. And of course, Kemba Walker. But I think Kemba Walker's going to stay where he is because they could offer him a lot more money.
Yeah, that could be the case. I think Kemba Walker wants to win. I think he's not going to stay in Charlotte.
Really?
He wants to win. I think he's not going to stay in Charlotte. He wants to win. He's been in the league too long.
No, I agree with you, but I agree with you. But he'd be turning down a lot of money because Charlotte could offer him, I think, $25 million more than anybody else. And he's like 30 years old, right? So I mean, that's a lot of money for a guy that by the end of that contract is going to be pretty much done with his career. For him to turn down.
But if that's the case, then if I was him, I'll stay in Charlotte.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying. I mean, maybe he will, maybe he won't, but they could offer him that extra year because he hit the All-NBA status. There was some kind of provision because he made the All-NBA team that they could offer him an extra year.
Right. So how do you feel about Gerald McCoy going to the Carolina Panthers? That broke news today as well.
Yeah, I just heard about it. Somebody just said that in the chat, that Gerald McCoy signed with the Panthers. It's a good pickup for them. Gerald McCoy is one of the top 7 or 8 defensive tackles in the sport. He had a good year last year. He's third. What was the? I don't know what the contract details are, but he's a good player. Yeah, it's a good pickup for them.
I can pull it up real quick for you because I know I got the
Oh, thank you so much, Rum Boys, for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. Going over there, check them out too. Another good channel. He says, "Keep doing your thing, brother." I appreciate that, Rum Boys. Dilly to you.
I know. Shout out to the Rum Boys, man. Shout out to the Rum Boys. They did the thing being in LA with the rookie interviewing them. That was pretty dope. And shout out to the Rum Boys too. They the brothers over there. I don't think they did put no contract info up yet. I'm trying to see if it's how many years it is. I think it's like a 1 or 2 year deal. I'm not sure. I'm looking at it right now. So he's roughly going to get $8 million, the chance to make up to $10 million, based on time and sex incentives. Rappaport added. So it's 1 year, $4 million to sign, $3 million base with a $500 for $500K.
So 7.5 if he hits it. Oh, I just lost him. Sorry about that. I didn't hang up on him. He must have lost the call. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in. And there goes that caller. Little stage fright. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, it's Spot right here. What's going on?
Oh, what's up, man? You're back. All right.
Yeah. I'm trying to get off I'm heading home from work. So.
Rum Boys just typed it in the chat. He said, and Cushman said it's 1 year, $8.5 million. Rum Boys said it's 10.25 with a $4 million in bonus. So either way, it's a 1 year deal between $8 and $10 million.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And he'll make up the $10 million if he get like sacks and stuff like that. It's other incentives that comes with that contract.
Yeah, there's nothing to lose. There's nothing to lose there. There's nothing to lose there. Short-term contract.
Yeah, nothing to lose there.
Short-term contract, really talented player. You don't want to sign him to 3 or 4 years because of his age, probably, but on a 1 year deal, that's a good pickup by the Panthers. I don't know. Now, is Newton going to play this year? I haven't been following the Panthers at all. I have no idea.
Now, from what I'm hearing is that Cam Newton got something like the Andrew Luck shoulder injury, so he might not play at all. I'm not sure, but it's been rumored that he got like that type of shoulder injury that Andrew Luck had the year before.
And they drafted Will Grier. They drafted Will Grier, the Panthers, So that'll be interesting to see if Will Grier gets to start if Newton's not playing. I haven't heard anything about Newton. I have no idea. How
you feel about your Giants OTAs? How you feeling about Daniel Jones?
You know what? It's OTAs. I'm just reporting what the people are saying, and it's encouraging. They're saying that they're impressed with his arm strength. He's been in the playbook. He's been listening to Eli. I knew he had athleticism coming in, so that doesn't surprise me. But I'm not going to be able to get a real good read on Daniel Jones till preseason football when he's actually playing in game conditions. But I do think Daniel Jones could be a good quarterback. I'm not saying he could be a superstar, but I think he could be a good quarterback. But we'll see.
Yeah, because you can probably tell, me personally, I think Eli's on his way out in the next year or two.
This is last year. I think
he's on his way out.
Yeah, this is last year. I
think I was trying to be nice because it's Eli. I was trying to be nice because he don't say much. So it's like I'm trying to be nice there and push at least 1 more year or 2 more years. But let's cut to the chase. It's going to be this year that he's done, and I just really hope that getting Daniel Jones at that pick. I knew you and Bad Dog was livid at that pick. I just keep looking at the reaction over and over again, and I just can't stop.
Well, my issue wasn't so much that it was. I didn't hate Daniel Jones. I hated where we took him. Had they taken Daniel Jones at 17, I would have been okay with it. Because when Josh Allen was there at 6, I said there's no way you could pass up on Josh Allen. And that was my biggest problem. It was more so passing up on Josh Allen than taking Daniel Jones. I liked Haskins more. Everybody knows that. Haskins was my guy at the quarterback position. But obviously as a Giants fan, I gotta hope that he works out.
Okay, so my last question to you, and I gotta talk about my Raiders now. How do you feel about my Raiders after the draft now? Like, where would you grade them after the draft and free agency that went through?
Yeah. Well, you guys probably had the biggest offseason of any team in football. You guys brought in Tyrell Williams. You brought in Antonio Brown. You drafted Josh Jacobs, I like. So you really helped out your offense a lot. Now, the Clelin Ferrell pick was a little bit of a reach, but I think Ferrell's going to be a good player. Raiders had a good offseason. I still don't think you guys have enough to win the division because you play in the best division in football. The Chiefs and Chargers are really good. But I think you guys are going to be a much more competitive team this year. And I'd be surprised if you win less than 7 games. That's for sure. I'd say you're going to win between 7 and 9 games, maybe 10 if everything breaks right. But you play in a really tough division. I would guess 8 wins for the Raiders this year if I had to put a number on it.
Okay. I don't mind that. I think we can split with KC due to the fact that they might not have Tyreek Hill this year. So that's a big drop of a weapon for Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
But you got to think about it, too, though. Like, Patrick Mahomes, he with the arm strength that he got, he could throw to anybody. So I don't know what they did in the draft to address the Tyreek Hill situation, but I feel like on the defensive side, we did a lot to compete this year. We couldn't compete last year. So I feel like we got a chance to compete. People say 9-7. I say 9-7 between 10 and 6, depending on how everything dropped. Because if you look at our first 5 to 6 games, I think we got two home games. That's week 1 and 2. Then we on the road 5 straight weeks.
Wow, that's crazy.
We got the Colts. We got the Texans.
Oh my God.
We got one of the toughest schedules in the NFL with 5 straight weeks. And then we got to go to Chicago. No, not Chicago. We got to go to London to play Chicago within that 5 weeks.
Oh my God.
The
problem with the Raiders, I think you guys did enough to be a playoff team in most divisions, but the division you play in, even the Broncos are not a pushover. That's the best division in football, in my opinion. So, as much as you guys improved,
I'm not worried about the donkeys. I'm sorry. I'm not worried about the donkeys.
As much as you guys improved,
I am not worried about the donkeys.
As much as you guys improved, I still am not going to have you guys going to the playoffs this year. Yeah, but I think you guys have a good future going ahead of you for sure.
Right, much respect to that. But thank you for having me up.
You got it, man.
Thank you for having me up on the show, man. I appreciate it.
You got it, man.
I'll be watching in the chat.
All right, my man. Keep up the good work on your channel.
All right, thank you, man.
All right, buddy. Have a good one. All right. Next call. You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Hello, it's James here, and I just had a question. Do you believe that Kawhi Leonard's going to leave the Raptors?
Great question, James. Well, I've talked to you before, James. I recognize the voice. Do I think Kawhi Leonard's going to leave the Raptors? I thought he was 100% gone. And by the way, I'm going to be on with the Waterboy Report after this. I should have mentioned that. He's a big Raptors fan. If you guys want to check that out after, I'm going to be talking to him for about 20 minutes. I'm going to be a guest on his show between 8:10 and 8:30. Going to talk about the Raptors, the NBA Finals, everything else. But with Kawhi Leonard, I think it's a 50-50. I think had they not made the finals, he was definitely gone. I think because they made the finals and he sees that they have the ability to potentially win a championship there, I would say it's a coin flip. I really would. I would say it's a coin flip that he stays there. I can't give you a solid answer one way or the other.
I mean, but I would think if he decides to go anywhere else, he's putting his... Well, if he wants to get a ring now, if he tries to go anywhere else, he's pushing his chances to get a ring back a couple of years.
Well, it depends where he goes. He could go to the Lakers. A lot of people have said that, right? To pair with LeBron. I don't think he'll go to the Knicks. We've heard nothing about that. I would guess he goes to LA or he stays in Toronto. That would be my guess with Kawhi.
And I don't think him and LeBron will work that well together.
Well, they're kind of similar players, right? They both play the same position. Well, LeBron is more of a point guard in a way, but I get what you're saying. They have similar skill sets in terms of their height, and neither one of them is a great jump shooter. They don't really space the floor. So yeah, that could be. Wouldn't make. I mean, they're both two of the top 5 players on the planet, so they'd make it work. But I get what you're saying, where they're not a perfect fit. You know, but I would say a coin flip that he stays with the Raptors.
And every time I call in, I gotta ask about Daniel Jones. You've been going through all the reports about him on OTAs. How do you think he's been looking so far?
Daniel Jones. Now I haven't gotten to see it. I've only been able to read and report on what I'm reading from bloggers that are at the Giant games, at the Giants practices rather. Now everyone has said, and they're gonna say this, they're not gonna go out of their way to bash the kid unless it's really bad. But people have been saying that they're very impressed with his arm strength. Of course, this is in shorts and t-shirts. I don't think we're gonna get a real read on him until preseason football. But I've watched film on Daniel Jones. I think I thought going into the draft that people underrated his arm strength because everybody said he had really weak arm strength. I never thought that. I thought he had average arm strength. Now you're hearing some people saying he's got great arm strength. I don't necessarily see that, but I think he has at least an average arm for the NFL. And I think the accuracy concerns, I'm not too worried about that because he played for Duke and the system he played in. I don't read too much into his college statistics when it comes to completion percentage. So I think he could be good with but the Giants have to build the right team around him, and I think they're doing that. They've improved the offensive line. Saquon Barkley. Next year, I think they'll go out and probably add another wide receiver with all that free agency money they're going to have, and they'll probably continue to bolster the offensive line. So I think he's going to have a good foundation next year, and he's going to be set up for success. But, you can never tell with a quarterback.
Okay, and my last question. What quarterback taken in the first round is going to have, the worst? Well, not, he's going to be bad, but he's not going to be as successful as the others taken in the first round. I'm
sorry, say that one more time?
What quarterback do you think is going to do the worst out of all 3 of them? Or all 3 of them taken in the first round?
Oh, I mean, most people would tell you that Daniel Jones is going to be the worst, right? That's where most people had it. I think a lot of it's going to be based on their support system. Kyler Murray is very talented, but Arizona has a really bad offensive line. They need to improve that offensive line, in my opinion, for him to have long-term success. With Haskins, I think the Redskins need to get him more weapons. They, of course, lost Jamison Crowder. I think they need to get him more weapons. And I don't think Haskins is ready. If I was a Redskins fan, Haskins is my favorite quarterback in this draft because I liked his upside, but I don't think he's ready to start day one. I'd be hoping Case Keenum started at least the first 8 games because this guy only played 13 college games, and he didn't play in a pro offense. I think it would suit Haskins well to sit behind Case Keenum for the first at least 8 games of the season.
I don't like Kyler Murray's situation. Don't get me wrong, he's an amazing quarterback, but he's going to need to be running for his life. And the only good weapons they have on offense is a 35, 36-year-old Larry Fitzgerald.
Well, don't forget about David Johnson, but David Johnson was not that good last year.
And he's not that good. He's injury prone.
Yeah. No, well, the real problem there is the offensive line. It's horrible. So
of course, he's going to need to be running for his life almost every play, and that's what you don't want.
Yeah, that's what I would worry about if I was an Arizona Cardinal fan. They need to fix that offensive line to have long-term success there. So, but we'll see, man. If I had to get, I honestly can't tell you that yet. I have to see how they play in preseason, and I have to see the foundations. I do think the Giants are setting Daniel Jones up well, though. I do think that. And I think out of the 3 teams as of now, in terms of weaponry and the foundation, and when you factor in that the Giants are going to have $100 million in cap space next year, I think Daniel Jones is in the best situation out of those 3 quarterbacks. I'll say that for the foreseeable future. I'll say that. But I'm going to let...
Thank you for your opinion.
What'd you say?
I said thank you for your opinion.
You got it, man. Thank you for
talk to you later.
Yeah, thank you for the call. Thank you for being a great subscriber.
I'll be here every stream.
All right, my man. All right. All right. Next call. You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Who's this?
This is Justin, talking sports and movies.
Justin, talking sports and movies. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Nothing, I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing all right, man. Just doing a call-in show tonight. Talking sports. What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the finals.
Okay. Let's go.
So, everyone's picking the Warriors, right? But I just feel like every time, like, a championship tries to three-peat or four-peat, kind of because they've been there 5 years, they don't do it. Just like how everyone thought the Lakers would win against the Pistons and they lost bad. So I don't see it happening.
So you think Toronto's going to win?
I think they have the potential to. I mean, if Kyle Lowry's just playing hustling like he does and doesn't choke, I think they can.
I didn't get to hear anything about. I've been busy all day. I didn't get to hear about the injury status on Klay Thompson. Is there any news on that?
No, but I heard a report on my notification that Kerr said Klay will say he's fine even if he's half dead. So he's probably going to play.
If he's playing, I think the Warriors are going to win. I would be very surprised if Toronto wins the series. I knew people were going to go nuts when Toronto won Game 1, but I said it. I wasn't on YouTube. I didn't say it, but I said it to everybody I know. I said Toronto is going to win Game 1, and the reason I knew they were going to win Game 1 is because the Warriors had 9 days rest. They hadn't played in 9 days, so they came out. They were sloppy. They hadn't played in 9 days. Toronto was at home. Toronto was on a 4-game winning streak. They came in hot. So I knew Toronto was going to win Game 1, and but I also knew the Warriors would bounce back Game 2, and I think the Warriors could easily win the next 3 games, but I'll be nice and say the Raptors win 1 more, and the Warriors win in 6. I really don't think Toronto could beat them 3 more times. I honestly can't see it.
Do you think if the Warriors win without KD, he has to stay? Call. I think Kyler Murray's in the best position if they get the offensive line because Larry Fitzgerald's old, but I feel like he can be a mentor to Kyler Murray, and David Johnson's just a reliable, if he can't do anything, he'll just pass it out of the backfield.
I mean, I get what you're saying there, but Saquon Barkley's much better than David Johnson at this point in their careers, right?
Yeah, definitely, but I feel like Kyler Murray will be more of a, they'll put him number 1 while Daniel Jones is kind of still being a mentor to Eli. And Eli, maybe if they're winning, he'll stay more. So I'm just going by that, maybe.
Yeah, I think Kyle Murray can be very successful, but I think for him to have long-term success, they have to fix that offensive line. If they don't fix that and they certainly can, but that has to be the primary focus in Arizona, and they got to get him weapons because, like you said, Larry Fitzgerald, this is probably his last year. They got to get him. They have to do a lot for that offense. They really have to rebuild that offense in Arizona.
Yeah. I think the Giants are in a good spot. I don't like their defense as much as other people, but I just like how they kind of didn't take all the criticism and just did what they had to do. Even though you guys were going crazy about the Daniel Jones pick, I never heard them backtrack about it.
Yeah, I just want to say hello to Rudy. He just popped in there. He said he missed the stand-up. Hopefully somebody rang my bell. If you're new to the channel, ring the damn bell. Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah, ring the bell.
Thank you for popping in, Rudy. Thank you for being here, Mickey. Thank you to everybody for being here. Now, what was the last question about Daniel Jones? I apologize.
Oh, it's okay. I was just saying how you guys are going crazy about the Daniel Jones pick, and I know you're lax now, but I feel like Gettleman is a good GM about, the statistics and stuff. He just doesn't have good player relationships. Does that scare you as a Giants fan?
Well, one thing I'll say about Dave Gettleman, he doesn't give a crap what I think. He doesn't give a crap what the fans think. He doesn't give a crap what the media thinks. He's going to do what he thinks is best, and we saw that with Saquon Barkley the draft before, because everybody said he should have taken Sam Darnold, and he didn't. So, but does it scare me about the player relations? No, because in my opinion, Dave Gettleman's job is not to be friends with the players. His job is to put the team in the best situation to possibly win. And people might knock him for what he did to Josh Norman. And I don't know enough about the specifics with that situation when he was with Carolina. But it worked out to be the right decision because Josh Norman is not worth what he got paid, at this stage in his career. And sometimes as a general manager, you have to make decisions what's best for the team rather than being a player's guy, I guess. So, no, that doesn't bother me. Now, do I love the Daniel Jones pick? No, but I hope it works out. I would have preferred Josh Allen for sure. But if Daniel Jones is a good quarterback, it was worth it. So, we just got to hope and pray that he's the guy.
Yeah. Well, people didn't see Tom Brady, so maybe they won't see Daniel Jones.
Yeah, we'll see. But I'm going to let you go, buddy. Thank you so much for the call.
No problem.
All right.
Have a good stream.
You too, my man. Have a good one. What's going on? What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Yo, it's the Entertainah. It's the Phillies ace. Stand up.
John Letourneau. What's going on, my man? How you doing, buddy?
Oh, good, man. Yo, I gotta say, Chris, man, last night was fucking awesome, man. Your stream was lit.
Yeah, man, I had fun last night. That was a lot of fun.
You're sitting 10 on all the girls on, man. I told you when you said your chest hair, and all the girls are gonna come flocking to you, brother.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I just wanted to have fun last night because I hadn't been live in a while, and yeah, you guys made it fun. The chat always makes it fun, so that was a blast last night.
I got three things to say. Do you think the Phillies picking up Jay Bruce is a good addition since the thing that happened with Odubel Herrera? I don't know if you heard about what happened with him or whatever like that, but
I heard. I know you guys added Bruce, and I think Bruce is a good pickup for the Phillies because I think he's going to fit well in that ballpark. You know, it's a small ballpark. I think Bruce is going to be successful there. I really do. I think it was a good pickup by the Phillies. I think he's going to hit a lot of home runs there. I do. I remember Ryan Howard used to just flick his wrist to, would go over the opposite field, the left field over there, and I could see Bruce doing, similar things, taking advantage of that ballpark.
Tonight is Machado versus Bryce Harper tonight. It's a big series tonight against the Padres.
That is that is pretty good. The two highest paid players in baseball going at it.
Yeah, there's one other thing I'm going to say. Are we going to talk how the Giants are going to lose to the Eagles twice this year? I think that I'm still not sold on Gettleman yet. I know you're a Giants fan and you're supposed to believe in him because he's your GM and all that. I think that he's putting a lot of eggs in Saquon, which is understandable. Saquon's Barkley's basket, depending on Eli as well. If he starts to derail, because a bad dog's really not sold on your team, sold on you, going to be. He may think you might win 8 games, but
yeah, well, I don't.
Who's out? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think we're going to the playoffs this year. I don't think this is the. I mean, I hope, and I think if everything breaks right, maybe we can contend for the playoffs. But no, I think it's 2 years. I think in 2 years the Giants are going to be very good with all the cap space. I really do. In terms of your Eagles. We never seem to beat you guys. Hopefully this year is when we break it. We got to wait till the 14th game, I think, till we play you guys. Or no, the 13th game. And then we play you the last week of the season as well. And, I mean, it's just most of the time when we play you guys, it seems like we should win. And, because we outplay you, but we find ways to lose. And, last year you guys killed us in the first time we played you guys. But the second game we should have beat you. We were dominating you the entire first half. And then Shermer stopped running the football.
Does he make you nervous? Does Sherman make you nervous when his play calling sometimes? Because that's what Andy Reid used to do. Sometimes his play calling was abysmal, and we would lose games because of his play calling during certain games.
Does Shermer make me nervous?
Let's
put it this way. I don't think Shermer's. I got to get more. I have to give him more time. He's only been the head coach for 1 year, and he coached the Browns before that, and the Browns were a horrible team. I think I like some things about Shermer. I like the way he handles the media a lot, actually. I think Shermer's very good with the media. I thought he dealt with Beckham very well. So from that standpoint, I think Shermer's good. His play calling, sometimes it makes you scratch your head. That Eagles game specifically, when they were doing everything right. They were doing everything right the couple of weeks leading up to that. They were running the ball very effectively. I believe they played the Bears the week before, or maybe it was a week or two before, and Saquon Barkley ran all over them. And then they just completely changed the game plan in the second half of that game. Now, some of it had to do with penalties. The Giants committed a ton of penalties in that second half. They put themselves in second and long, third and long situations. But, sometimes Sherman makes you scratch your head. But I got to give him a couple more years before. And I know the Giants will. The Giants are not traditionally an organization that gets rid of their head coaches. They just don't do it. After a couple of years. Ben McAdoo, of course, is an exception. But that's because of how he dealt with the media and how he, the thing with Eli Manning. Otherwise, he probably still would have been here.
Right. Do you think, because like you said, you don't think you guys are making a playoffs? You hope so, but do you think that in a pessimistic way that you may not make the playoffs is it could hurt Saquon Barkley? Because you know he's got to carry you guys. By the way, he has to go out there and do his thing, and he's not a player to shy away from contact and nothing like that. Do you think he's losing because if you don't make the playoffs, all that work is in vain? Do you agree with that or no?
Well, I get what you're saying. You're running him into the ground for no reason, right? But
yeah, exactly.
But no, I mean, I think he's just gonna. No, I don't think it's in vain. I think he'll. It's like any other player. I think the more reps you get, the better you're gonna get, especially early in your career. Now, one thing I will say is that the Giants should utilize the backup running back more this year. They didn't do it enough last year. Gallman barely touched the ball, and I think they do need to. They still need to use Barkley a lot. He's the best weapon on the team. Right. But they have to.
The only reason I said that because of Carson Wentz, because he was on the way to an MVP season, then he got hurt, and then you never know what happens with your good players at any given time. That's why I'm saying, like, if he's may not make the playoffs, I'm not saying it ain't a possibility that it could go up in smoke. You know what I mean? He can be out for a year. You never know what could happen. You know?
Well, that's any player in football. But I get what you're saying there because they ran him a ton last year. But just gotta hope it works out, man. We're gonna use Saquon Barkley. We took him number 2 overall. He's our guy. He's our weapon, and the Giants are building the offense around him. So.
I want you to beat the Cowboys. Please beat the Cowboys and these damn Redskins. Please. Please. Do something, because I hate both of them teams.
We usually...
I like you. The only reason I like the Giants a little bit because of you and Bad Dog. Other than that, you stink.
we usually handle the Redskins pretty well. It's the Cowboys where we've struggled a lot in recent history.
Well, man, Entertainah, I love you, man. Stand up and have a good show, and hopefully see you tonight with Bad Dog.
Yeah, that's another thing. Mr. Bad Dog just popped in the chat. We will be live on Bad Dog's channel.
Oh, Bad Dog! Stop! I hope you heard that.
I'm sure he did. But I'm going to let you go, John. Thank you for the call, my man.
All right, guys. All right, later.
All right, my man. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in. Hello? Hello?
Hey, Mr. Entertainah.
What's going on? Who's this?
I am guys. That's my...
I'm sorry?
I'm a subscriber.
You're a subscriber. All right, what's up, man?
Okay, so do you think the Warriors can win the finals without Klay Thompson?
Do I think the Warriors can win the finals without Klay Thompson? Is Kevin Durant coming back or is he not?
He's coming back game 3 or 4.
Yes. If Kevin Durant's not coming back and Klay Thompson's out, I would say no. But if Kevin Durant's coming back, yes.
Do you think... Okay, I have 2 more questions.
But Klay Thompson's going to play, from what I heard.
Okay. Do you think Klay Thompson... Never mind. Do you think the Giants will make the playoffs in the next 3 to 4 years?
Do I think the Giants... Yes. I think they can make the playoffs. Realistically, I'll say in 2 years. I think they can make it this year. Everything would have to break right. But I think in 2 years, they definitely can make the playoffs.
I hope they have a better draft pick this year, though, because I was watching that whole draft, and that Daniel Jones pick was kind of disgusting to watch.
Yeah, I mean, we got to hope it works out now, and there's been a lot of encouraging things that have come out. And I don't think Daniel Jones, I think he could be a good quarterback. I just didn't like we took him there. I thought we could have taken a better player there. So, but, Gettleman's stubborn, man. If Gettleman likes a player, he doesn't care. He's going to take him. And we've seen that the last 2 years in the draft. So, hopefully it works out. You got to just trust your general manager and hope it works out. And if it doesn't, then, you're going to end up getting another general manager. Gettleman put his job on the line. I mean, he absolutely did. So did Pat Shurmur by taking Daniel Jones where they took him. If Daniel Jones is not good, they will both be fired. There is no doubt about it.
Yeah. Last question. Do you think Eli Manning will retire as a Giant, or do you think he'll switch teams?
That's actually a really good question. I've thought about that because is it possible if the Giants are, say, like 2-6 or 3-5, and Eli's playing good, and say a team that's in playoff contention, and I can't tell you the team right now, gets their quarterback injured and they need a quarterback, is it possible the Giants could trade Eli this year? They'd only be, it would only be an 8-week contract, and for a chance to potentially make the playoffs. So I think there are certain circumstances this year where I could see the Giants actually trading Eli Manning. But I think this is last year with the Giants. If Eli wants to keep playing after this year, I'd have to think long and hard as to what team would want Eli Manning. And that's not a knock on Eli Manning. He's almost 40 years old. And most teams in the NFL right now, if you look around the league, have their quarterback or they have their future quarterback. So I don't know. Unless he gets traded this year, I think this is going to be his last year. Unless the Giants keep him, of course. And but I think this is going to be his last year as a Giant. I really do.
The only team I thought he could go to is the...
I just want to say thank you to Goose for the super chat. He says, love Entertainah. I really appreciate that, Goose. If you haven't done so, please go over to his channel. But go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Yeah. I think the only team that will need a quarterback like Eli Manning would be the Saints, because Drew Brees might retire.
No, well, they still have Teddy Bridgewater.
True.
They have Teddy Bridgewater as the backup. He wouldn't know. You look around the league. The Eagles know. The Cowboys know. The Redskins know. NFC North, Packers know. Vikings know. Bears know. There would have to be an injury. There would have to be an injury.
Maybe the Bengals or the Lions.
No, Stafford's with the Lions, and the Bengals, they're rebuilding. They would want a young quarterback. They would want to draft a quarterback. It would have to be a win now team that needs a quarterback. That's the only way it would make any sense, and I just don't see a fit. At least not right now.
That could change though.
Maybe. Yeah, it could. But anything else, my man?
Yeah, I have one more question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you think Kawhi Leonard would go back to San Antonio?
No, definitely not. He had problems there with Greg Popovich. That would be the last place he would go.
If Greg Popovich wasn't the coach and they kept DeMar DeRozan somehow.
Greg Popovich will be the coach. He's the greatest coach in the history of basketball, in my opinion. So, you could argue Phil Jackson, but no, Popovich is not leaving. Kawhi Leonard will never be a Spur again. Never. In my opinion. I could be wrong. I'm not a fortune teller, but I'd be shocked.
Okay. It's over. Now this question's over KD.
What?
Now this question's over Kevin Durant.
All right, go ahead.
So, there was a rumor going around saying he bought a house in New York.
Right.
Do you think he's going to the Nets or the Knicks?
Everything points to the Knicks, but I wouldn't rule the Nets out. The Nets have a lot of money, a lot of cap space money, and we've heard Kyrie Irving rumored to the Nets. I really think he's going to be a Knick, though. I really think he's going to be a Knick. I would be surprised if Kevin Durant is not a Knick next year. I'm at that point now where I think the Knicks are the favorites.
I hate the fact that everyone's saying, there's going to be 5 superstars at the Lakers, because it's okay, they only have enough cap space for 2 superstars.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're talking about the Lakers? Yeah. We'll see, man. We'll see, man. We'll see how it all shakes out. We're going to see what's today. Today is June 3rd, so we're going to know in, 3 weeks. Oh, thank you so much, John, for the super chat. He says the Entertainah and the Bad Dog are great. I appreciate that. Jedi just popped in the chat. I appreciate her for being here. But I'm going to let you go, man, because I got some people calling in.
All right. Thanks, Mr. Entertainah.
All right, man. Have a good one. And by the way, I will be on Bad Dog's channel tonight. He's right there, Mr. Bad Dog 7676. We'll be doing our weekly Talking Giant show. So please go over there, check out his channel. And also tonight for 20 minutes, Waterboy Report at 8:10. So I'm gonna have to cut this short. 8 o'clock. Asked me to do a finals recap with him. So I'm gonna talk on the phone with him for about 20 minutes on his show. So please check out the Waterboy Report. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
What's up, Chris?
What's going on, Sam?
Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
I just have a few questions. Thinking to next year, let's say for some odd reason, let's say Drew Brees digresses this year, and they're not that good, right?
Right.
And let's say Michael Thomas, since this is his contract year, because he was in the same class as Shepard, would you give up a second rounder Janoris Jenkins, and someone else in like the middle of the year to get him.
To get Michael Thomas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to need another receiver.
Yeah.
And honestly,
yeah, I would in a second.
I think we'll be high up in the draft to draft someone like Jerry Jeudy, T. Higgins, someone like that. But in my opinion, my favorite player in this draft is or next year's draft is Grant Delpit, that safety from LSU. And I think he'd play perfectly alongside Jabril Peppers because Antoine Bethea is 35 years old.
Yeah.
All pro this year.
They could easily cut Bethea after this year. I don't think he would carry much of a dead cap hit. They certainly could look to go safety early in next year's draft. And they're going to have a ton of money to spend, so they could go safety in free agency. Wide receivers get interesting, but I mean, the second round, Jenkins I don't even count because Jenkins is going to be off this team. The Giants are going to trade him this year or they're going to cut him the following year. He's definitely going to be off the team next year, in my opinion, especially after drafting all those cornerbacks. So you're basically trading a second-round pick to get Michael Thomas. I think the Giants would do that, yeah. I think they would do that.
Now, I couldn't be more happy this year to have $20 million because this is also the year where Bobby Wagner might be a free agent, Clowney's a free agent, a lot of top-tier defensive players. Do you think the Giants would go out and spend a boatload like they did in 2016?
I think they're going to, yeah. I think they're going to. Now, where I would focus on, I don't know the offensive linemen that are free agents, but I would focus on potentially getting another right tackle. I don't know if Remmers is the long-term answer, or you get a center in free agency. Wide receiver, if you don't do something like you just suggested, trading for one. They could definitely go with a big-time wide receiver in free agency. Pass rusher for sure. And a safety. I think those are the areas of concern right now. I think you're pretty good in the interior line up front on the defense. They could use one more weapon, though, to throw to, in terms of a wide receiver. Running back, obviously, we're not concerned with. Quarterback, we're not concerned with. Corners, I don't think we're very concerned with after drafting as many as we did. So I think it's safety. Maybe a middle linebacker. Middle linebacker could make sense as well. They could certainly cut Ogletree next year.
Maybe Wagner. We cut Ogletree, and maybe if Wagner hits the free agency.
Yeah, that's actually a good one. I could see something like that. But how old is Wagner now? He's got to be upwards of 30, right?
He's like 28, 29, up there, high 20s.
Right.
I think you could give him like a 3-4 year deal.
That could happen. That could definitely happen. I might do a video on that. But the thing is, I'm trying to focus on this year, but I might do a video on that. I was thinking about doing a video on that, like potential targets in the 2020 season. I haven't done enough research on it yet, though.
We need players like him because last year he didn't miss one tackle all year, and coming from a season where we had, I forgot the free safety. He was so bad he couldn't tackle nobody to save his life.
Yeah,
but we couldn't tackle nobody last year. So if we could get players like Clowney, Wagner, those kind of guys up, bro. Oh. And then another discussion is, let's say, who do you think week 1 is going to play alongside Jenkins, number 1?
It's either going to be Beal or Baker. That's and that'll be determined in training camp. But that's one of those two is going to be the second corner, I think.
No, I'm saying, like, who do you think, realistically, if you had to put money on it, who is going to be the starter?
I'll go Beal.
Because so you think they're going to – I don't think they're going to put Baker in the slot, so you think they're really going to put him at the 4th corner?
To start. I think Baker will overtake him at some point this year, or they'll trade Jenkins. But if I had to guess, I would say Beal is the opening day starter as of now because Beal – even though he was hurt last year, has another year of experience. They said that he knows the playbook a lot better than DeAndre Baker does. But Baker could certainly win. I hope Baker wins it. I love Baker. So I think it's almost a coin flip, though. I think it's almost a coin flip between those two players.
Oh, and then I just remembered. You saying maybe we could go back to a right tackle next year. Darrell Williams got tagged this year, so maybe that could be a player that we could go after.
Yeah. I just wanted MYG31. Thank you so much for the super chat. MYG31, do me a favor, type in your first 3 of your phone number, and I'll try to answer that one. And Static Yeti, I don't know who you are, but yeah, you can go check out his channel if you haven't done so. Darrell Williams, that was a guy that I thought they were going to target in free agency this year. because of all the Gettleman ties. And then he signed, what was it, like a $9 million contract 1 year, or maybe even less than that. That could be a good fit for sure next year. If Darrell Williams proves himself this year, he's going to get a lot of money. And yeah, that could certainly be a target for the Giants next year, 100%.
All right, and I've been thinking. Do you think with all these rumors around with the Bulls, I think they have the 8th pick or the 9th pick?
7th.
Do you think they have 7? Oh,
yeah.
So do you think that the Lakers would give up Lonzo Ball for 7 to probably package in more picks for AD? Because if they have 7 for, and then maybe they could put in like Brandon Ingram or something.
I could see that. Yeah, I could definitely see that. And everybody seems to be down on Lonzo Ball. I was talking to Josh from the Sports Fair, who's obviously a Bulls fan, and he was telling me he doesn't want Lonzo Ball. He doesn't want to give up the 7th pick for Lonzo Ball. But I think he'd be worth it for the 7th pick because most of the time the 7th pick doesn't work out to be a superstar, right? And Lonzo Ball still has a lot of potential. But yeah, I could certainly see that, to be able to package it for AD, yeah.
Yeah, because I think they have good scorers over there. Lloyd Markkinen, he can shoot. Zach LaVine, he's a pretty good shooter. And then Wendell Carter's on and off. I think if you get a pure passer like Lonzo Ball, that could set up. And he'd probably be one of the best defenders on that team anyways.
He's a great defender. A lot of people don't realize that about Lonzo Ball. He's one of the better defensive point guards in basketball.
Yeah, he has the size to him, too. He's, 6'6"?
Yeah. Yeah. So it does make sense, and that's been a rumor that the Bulls might trade for Lonzo Ball. So, hey, you never know what we'll see on draft night. We're only like 3 weeks away, so that's gonna be a fun night. But I'm gonna let you go, buddy, because I'm sure I got people calling in. But as always, man, I always like talking to you.
All right, have a nice night.
You got it, my man. All right. We're gonna be waiting for the next caller here. Yes, MH, I completely agree with you. And I never thought he was going to fit well with LeBron James. Because they're both players that require the ball. So I never thought that was a good fit. And Rondo. I was like, how does this work in LA? It doesn't make any sense. They don't fit well together. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
What's up, Chris? This is Brandon.
What's going on, Brandon? How you doing, buddy?
How are you, Chris? Nothing much. Doing good, School's out in 3 days. So
oh, Brandon Rogers.
Yeah.
How you been?
Good. Yeah, school's done 3 days, so,
That's good to
we're
hear.
doing good, man.
That's good to hear, man.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to talk about, Brandon?
A lot of rumors around today about Dallas Keuchel and Craig Kimbrell. A lot of teams interested in Kimbrell. The Braves.
I can't believe that these guys haven't been.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I can only speak Kimbrell because I thought Keuchel would have been off by now, but Kimbrell, he wants more money now because he has that World Series ring, and he wants to get paid more because of that ring and that experience. But I feel like if Kimbrell should sign with one team, I feel like it should be the Twins because that's one of the easiest divisions now because Cleveland's slumping down, and you have the Twins. I mean, the Twins need the bullpen help, but they're the best team right now in the AL. So I feel like that makes perfect sense for.
That is.
Well, I guess them and the Astros are up there, but the Astros already have Osuna, so
Twins. I think you're right. You're spot. I think the Twins would be a really good fit for Kimbrell. And Keuchel would be a good fit for a lot of places. I'm just. Surprised.
I don't think Keuchel would be a good fit with the Twins though, because they got Barrios in that rotation. They got a lot of Odorizzi. They got a lot of big names in that rotation.
What about the Yankees?
Keuchel would add a lot of depth. Yankees. Yeah, I think the Yankees were talking to his reps a lot today. I think Keuchel wants a deal in the 3 to 4 year range. He wants a long-term deal. He wants some security. But I could see Keuchel. I think what would be cool if he actually did this, if he actually went to Tampa with Charlie Morton, since Charlie Morton's over there, and reunite with his Houston buddy, but I don't think that happened because, they do have Blake Snell in that rotation with Morton, so, that's a possibility too. And then you got the Braves over there.
Oh, God.
I think they're in.
Don't even get me started with the Braves. I can't stand that team.
Yeah, I think they're in the market for both of the pitchers.
Yeah, I've heard that too. And my Mets have just been playing horrible. 27-30 now. They're starting to slump. The bullpen's been the biggest disappointment for the Mets. I really thought it was going to be a strength this year.
Yeah, is Diaz doing good in Familia? Or
well, Diaz just blew the 3-run lead.
He blew the save to the Dodgers. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a Dodger fan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch a lot of the games last week because baseball has been busy and.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But no, they've been disappointed. The bullpen's been horrible. And the starting pitching, DeGrom's been underwhelming.
Yeah.
Thor's been underwhelming.
Do you think Callaway's gone after this year?
Yeah, unless they turn it around. I think Callaway's gone after this year. I think he sucks. I am not a Callaway guy at all.
Yeah, I mean,
I was happy when they signed him. If I'm going to be completely fair, because everything you read about him was he was this pitching guru, he was this young manager, and I thought it was a good signing, but way too analytical.
Well, yeah, but at the time you guys got him, he was off that World Series appearance with the Indians, and Kluber was doing all that, yeah.
But I mean, way too analytical for me. Not my type of manager.
Yeah, and, another thing, with the NL now, there's a lot of teams on the uprise, and I really think the Mets pretty much went all in with Cano and Diaz, and they got Lowry, but, they kind of basically tried to just upgrade the roster and try to contend. But, that division, too, with the Braves and the Phillies, the Phillies just got Harper, and the Braves were just that good last year. So, I mean, that would have been tough to win that division anyway. But, Diaz and Familia were good pieces to add back.
I thought the Mets had a good offseason. I really did. And, they've gotten some bad luck. They've gotten some injuries, and some players are just not performing up to the back of their baseball card. And that's been the problem for the Mets. I mean, DeGrom, who would have thought DeGrom would have an year-4 ERA? After the year he had last year. So, if DeGrom and Thor pitch the way they're pitching, the Mets don't have a chance. That's what the team's built around.
One more thing for you, Chris. Just give me this. So, I just want to hear this. Who are your two teams that you think will be in the ALCS? I just want to hear that because,
good question. Yankees. I think the Yankees are going to the World Series. I think the Yankees are
really?
I think the Yankees are going to the World Series, and I think I'm going to go Dodgers-Yankees in the World Series.
I like it, yeah. I mean, I see us playing the Brewers again in the
NLCS. Well, I would have the Brewers in the LCS against the Yankees.
Yeah. But, I think the Twins have I think, have a good shot. They do have experienced veterans, and Nelson Cruz is coming back off the DL, so they've been playing good without him, so I mean.
The Twins are a good team. The Twins are a sneaky team this year. They're kind of like the Indians were a few years ago.
The Twins had a quiet offseason because nobody was mentioning the signings. It was all Harper and Machado and all these other teams. They snuck up with that sneaky free agency. They added a lot. They added good pitchers. They added experienced veterans basically, and they've just been really showing out this year.
Yeah. Rudy's got me laughing. Entertainah call, that means the Yankees are a lock. But, Brandon, man, I'm going to let you go, man. Thank you so much for the call. Always love talking baseball.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Great talking to you again. Thank you.
You got it, man. Have a good one. Great subscriber. Have a good one. But, Vita, I'm going till 8 because then I got to go on Waterboy Report show for 20 minutes. And then I'm going on Bad Dog's channel at about 9:30, 9:35, 9:40. So that's the schedule tonight. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Hello.
Who's this?
This is Angel.
Angel, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to ask, do you think the Giants can win the division this year?
Realistically, no. Everything would have to break right. But do I think... I don't think anything's impossible in football. I don't think anything's impossible in football. So could they? Yeah. Do I think it's going to happen? No.
Another thing. If... This is really silly. It was just a thought a while ago, but I was thinking, if Daniel Jones doesn't work out, do you think the Giants can pull out a Cardinals move?
No.
Next year in the draft?
No, because I don't think That's not the Giants. That's not the way the Giants are. They're not going to give up on a quarterback after half a season.
I figure.
Which is what Daniel Jones isn't even going to be the starter the whole year. Eli's definitely starting the year, and Daniel Jones might not see the field this year. If the Giants play well, Eli Manning is going to stay out there, in my opinion, if he's playing well.
If anything, I don't want to.
No, go ahead.
I don't want to see Daniel Jones play at all. If anything, I don't want to see him on the field.
Well, that
at
means
all
the Giants are playing well. Yeah.
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 No, I agree with you.
And next year, who would you like more in the draft? If let's say we have a nice pick next year in the draft, who would you like? Either Chase Young or Jerry Jeudy?
Oh man, Jerry Jeudy's really good. I'd go with Jerry Jeudy.
And expecting that in the free agency you would get a guy like Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, Clowney's going to be available. More than likely, he was franchised this year. I mean, I don't know if he'll be the guy, but I think they're definitely going to sign a pass rusher in free agency next year with all that money. I think there are three areas that they're going to target: are offensive line, pass rusher, and wide receiver. Whether it be draft or free agency, I think that's going to be their three biggest needs next offseason. And a safety as well. They're going to need a safety too.
Yeah, to play with Jabril. Okay.
Yeah, to replace Bethea. And middle linebacker. Definitely middle linebacker too.
Yeah, definitely. See, with Ogletree, it's like love-hate. Like, I love him because he's not that bad at covering, but the thing is, he's not good at, like, filling in holes, tackling, like, certain things that a linebacker would do.
Yeah. He, to me, was a disappointment last year. I know he had 5 interceptions, and, he had a couple really acrobatic plays. I forgot who they were playing. Was it the Bears game? I think it was the Bears game where he had the 2 picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, I mean, overall, I was underwhelmed with what Ogletree, I think, had the worst grade of any player on the Giants last year by PFF.
Wow.
Yeah, he had a bad year. But, yeah, I think he's gone next year. I think the Giants are going to cut him because he only carries like a $3 million dead cap hit. So I don't think Ogletree will be a Giant after this year, in my opinion.
All right. And last thing, do you think? Hold on, I just blanked out. I forgot. Hold on. Okay, I got it. Who do you think would be our number 2 corner going into the year?
Somebody just asked me that. That's going to be the biggest battle of training camp. It really is, and there's going to be a lot of good battles. That's either going to be Sam Beal or DeAndre Baker. I literally think it's a coin flip. I'm hoping it's DeAndre Baker, though, because I love DeAndre Baker. I wanted the Giants to take DeAndre Baker months leading up into the draft. But Sam Beal's talented, too. So, I mean, we're going to, somebody's going to earn it. And, may the best man win.
The thing is, I wouldn't put Baker in the slot. I'd rather feel safer.
Oh, Julian Love. Julian Love in the slot. I think they're going to put Julian Love in the slot.
And then Baker number 4, if Beal wins.
Yeah, to start the year.
In that case, Jenkins is gone.
Well, I think they're going to trade Jenkins at some point this year. I don't know if it'll be before the season or mid-season, but I think Jenkins will be off the team at some point.
All right.
Yep.
Thank you.
You got it, man. Thank you for the call. Thank you for being a great subscriber. You got it, buddy. Thank you for being a great sub. Have a good one. Next caller. What's going on, Isaiah? What's going on, my man? How you doing? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, who's this?
Hey, how you doing? It's Hakeem in New Jersey. What's going on?
Oh, bend the knees. What's up, my man?
Bend the knees. What's happening, bro?
Nothing much, man. What's up?
Not a whole lot. Listen, I actually didn't even think I was going to get through. I just wanted to be a first-time, hopefully long-time caller for however long you do these things.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, I usually do these a lot more often. The NBA playoffs, I haven't been able to do them because I've been, obviously streaming a lot of NBA playoff games. But I usually do this once, twice a week. So, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to talking to you more in the future.
Absolutely. Listen, real quick, I just want to get out my, most favorable of outcomes for the Knicks coming up this season, man. I'm kind of like you. I hope that we do keep RJ if he happens to fall to us. But if he doesn't, then my pipe dream is as follows, right?
Let's hear it.
We signed DeMarcus Cousins on a 1-year prove-it deal. All right, we package RJ and Kevin Knox and whoever else for AD. We convinced Kawhi to come to the city instead of going to LA.
Now you're talking Christmas.
and we signed KD outright, and then we just take it from there.
So let's go over what in this dream scenario we get KD, we get Kawhi.
That's right.
We get Cousins on a prove it deal.
That's right.
And we trade away our draft picks.
And we package RJ, Knox, and whoever else
for Anthony
Davis.
AD. Oh my God!
And we just now listen, not for nothing. Even though that is absolutely a pipe dream, technically, I think that it is possible. Technically.
Well, let me go. I mean, DeMarcus Cousins would have to sign on like a vet minimum deal, I guess, right? Something like that, and then you would get because they have right now they have $70 million in cap space. I think it is right around there.
Okay.
But if you traded for AD, you would offset the money, right? Because you're taking on his 25.
Right.
You would have to trade away upwards of $25 million to make the contract work. And then yes, it is possible you bring in a KD and another max player, and then I guess a guy like a Cousins maybe on a vet minimum if he was willing to do that, similar to what he did with the Warriors this year, where he signed a cheap deal to try to win a championship. Yeah, I guess it's possible. I don't think it's going to happen, but it is possible, yeah.
I don't either. And listen, I'll let you go, but if that doesn't happen, and if for whatever reason we can't get KD or whoever, listen, I am not opposed to just, drafting and keeping who we draft. How about coaching up some players? How about player development? How about moving forward with some homegrown, well-drafted talent, and we just take it from there?
Yeah, I'm going to say this. I don't want the Knicks to hit the panic button if they miss on Kevin Durant, because we made that mistake with LeBron James, and we hit the panic button, and we took shortcuts, and we got rid of all our young talent. We brought in a guy with bad knees. If you miss on Durant, don't waste your cap space. Sign guys to 1-year contracts and continue to get younger and build through the draft. I think that's the right move. Now, Anthony Davis I wouldn't be against, obviously, but I wouldn't want to go out and sign Jimmy Butler if we're not. I'm fine with bringing a guy like a Butler or a Kyrie Irving if we have Durant also. But if we miss out on Durant, I don't want those guys.
Absolutely. Listen, thanks for taking my call, man. I will let you get back to talking to all the sexy Thor people, and I'll talk to you next time, big bro.
All right, Hakeem. Thank you for the call, my man.
Later.
Good one. All right. Next call. You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, Entertainah. It's Sam Dog from Seattle. It's been a while.
Sam Dog. How you doing, my man? Big Seahawks fan in the house. What's going on?
Oh, nothing much, man. Just want to get your thoughts on what you're looking forward to in this upcoming football season. Other than that, did you hear about Gerald McCoy signing with the Carolina Panthers?
Yeah, we were talking about that at the beginning of the show. We didn't have the specifics. We said it was probably between $8 and $10 million, 1-year contract. It's a good pickup by Carolina. Gerald McCoy's still one of the top defensive tackles in football, and it's a 1-year deal, so there's nothing to lose there. It's a good deal.
It's a compliment to Kawan Short and Luke Kuechly big time for what I thought, too. But other than that, let's just get some thoughts. What are you looking forward to this season with the Giants? And I'm going to tell you who I'm looking forward to seeing with my Seahawks. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
You go first.
Yeah, with the Giants this year, what I'm looking forward to this year, I'm really looking forward to the new secondary. I think with all the players they brought in via the draft, the DeAndre Bakers, Julian Loves, Sam Beal's back, a guy that got hurt last year that we used a supplemental pick on. So I'm really looking forward to hopefully seeing the secondary get better as the season progresses, because I think that will be a big strength for the Giants going forward. Of course, I can't wait to see Saquon Barkley year 2. I want to see the improvement in the offensive line, but obviously by bringing in Kevin Zeitler, one of the best guards in football, and Hernandez hopefully progresses year 2 on that on the left side of the offensive line. So the offensive line, the secondary, and of course Saquon Barkley. Those are probably the 3 things I'm looking at. And of course Daniel Jones if and when he takes the field. But those would be the things that I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, we were talking about Daniel Jones possibly being like, how the fans didn't like the pick at first, like with the Bears with Mitchell Trubisky, and then Trubisky turned out to be that star. And you and me were talking about in the comments before about Daniel Jones possibly being that guy that turns out to be the star with the Giants if he takes over for when Eli's done, and then shows his stuff.
Isaiah, do me a favor. Type in the first three. I don't have your number saved on Skype. Type in the first three. I'll try to answer you. I think Daniel Jones could be good. I'm not going to say he's going to be good or bad. I have no way of knowing that right now, and I'm not going to say he's going to be either one yet. So I have to see him play on the football field, but there's a lot of good things in terms of his pedigree. The coach he learned under in Duke. He seems to have a really good mental makeup. So there's some positive with Daniel Jones, and I'm hoping it works out. I think he could be good. I don't think he'll be great. But if they put the right pieces around him, he won't need to be great.
Yeah, other than that, for my Seahawk-wise, I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to seeing some of these receivers that we ended up drafting in the draft and a couple other secondary pieces. Like we mentioned at one time, when I commented on your live stream about how excited I was about us getting DK Metcalf, and then also we drafted Gary Jennings out of West Virginia, who ran a pretty good 40 time as well. Two tall, big body receiver types is what my team has been lacking for a while. And me and my dad have always my dad's always preached to me about having a big body receiver, and then I'm hoping that Solari still has a good effect with our offensive line. And Dwayne Brown was saying how we ran the ball a little too much last year, and then hopefully. I'm hoping to see the Seahawks offensive line can definitely be improved, though, for this coming season.
You guys ran the ball a ton. I remember doing a preview, I think, of your Seattle. You guys played the Cowboys in the playoffs, right?
They outplayed us in the trenches.
Yeah, I think I remember doing a preview for that game, and I remember looking over your team's numbers for the year. You guys run the ball 53% of the time, which was much more than any other team. There wasn't another team in the league above 50%. You guys ran the ball a ton last year, and you were very successful doing it. And that's why Russell Wilson had the year he did, because he was able to be very efficient. And last year might have been his most efficient year he's ever had since he's been in the league, which surprised me because the Seahawks, their Achilles heel was the offensive line going into last year. I really thought you guys were going to struggle. And, we'll see how you guys do this year. But, yeah, you guys had a really good ground attack last year.
Yeah, well, remember, we fired Tom Cable after that bad year that we had when Wilson led the league in touchdowns with the worst offensive line, and then we added your guys' former O-line coach, Mike Solari, who got wonders out of Mike Iupati, which Mike Iupati's now at the Seahawks, who obviously used to play with the 49ers, which he got the best out of Mike Solari, and then DJ Fluker coming in, too, that year, too.
Fluker, oh god, we didn't do too well with us. But
he's done well with us though too.
Yeah,
but I'm just interested to find out what happens. But like I mentioned, we don't know what all the teams got until we get the eye test, which is you've heard me say that before in past comments about the preseason being what we call the eye test.
Yeah,
so we won't know what we got, and we don't know what your team's got, and no one knows what they got until they see that first.
Listen, man, this is the NFL, man. And every year there's a team that everybody craps on before the season starts, and they surprise everybody. And that's why I'm gonna go in, even though I don't have high hopes for my Giants this year, but I'm not gonna go into the season like a lot of Giants fans and saying we're only gonna win 4 or 5 games. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna say to myself, hopefully things break right. Hopefully this team progresses, and maybe we get something going. So I'm gonna go in optimistic. I'm not gonna predict us to make the playoffs, but I'm also not going to say it's an impossibility.
Yeah, and then basically what you're saying is you want to take the season one game at a time.
Game at a time.
Basically that's how I approach every game. I don't ever assume, I never assume playoffs and I never assume Super Bowl. I just go one game at a time, and whatever happens, happens.
Exactly. One game at a time, one quarter at a time. And that's all you can do. And hopefully it works out. The one thing I'll say about the Giants, they play the Cowboys week 1 in Dallas. That's going to be a really tough game. But their next 4 games after that are pretty winnable. So if they can get off to a good start, if they can ever win that Cowboy game and then somehow win, say, 3 out of the next 4, and they have winnable games. Like they play the Redskins at home. I can't remember the schedule off the top of my head, but they have some winnable games early in the season. Get off to a 4-1 start, 3-2 to 4-1 start, then maybe you got something going. So got to wait and see how it goes. The Giants haven't been able to get off to a good start in forever. But, we'll see how it goes once we get to training camp. But
yeah, I'm happy for once that the Seahawks start the season off at home, because it seems like the past few years we haven't been able to get a Week 1 start at home. We start off with Cincinnati at home, and then we travel to Pittsburgh Week 2. Week 3, I think September is one of our tough months, especially with who we have, with us playing the Saints in Week 3 at CenturyLink Field. And I mean, Drew Brees, the Saints are going to be poised after what happened to them last year in the NFC Championship game. That's going to be the fire to their season this year. So still would not sleep on the Saints this year.
The Saints are the favorite this year, in my opinion, to come out of the NFC. Now, I have a sleeper team this year, but I'm gonna let you go, man. Thank you so much for the call. I got a couple people calling. I'm gonna let you go.
All right, thank you for getting me back on. Sorry if I haven't been called in a while.
No.
Sure
I haven't had a call. I haven't had a call and show in a while.
Yeah, but anyway, tell everybody to subscribe to my channel, Sam Dog, the infamous 253. You can find me on YouTube. It's another big Seahawks fan, like he mentioned, and definitely season ticket holder since 2004. But I'm gonna let you get to your next caller.
Yeah, go ahead and type your name in the chat. Hopefully, some people check out your channel.
All right, I'll do that in a little bit. And remember, if you ain't with it, you ain't infamous.
All right, my man. Thank you for the call. Isaiah, I'm trying to remember your number. I know it started with an 8, you said. So I'm going to give you about 30 seconds. And hopefully I get you. That is not Isaiah. I'm going to give him 15 more seconds. Because I keep hanging up on people. 10 more seconds. I can't wait much longer. 859. And I gotta take this call. He's called him like 4 times. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you. Oh, 859 was the second thing. What's up, Isaiah? How you doing?
You got mystery black powers because you just picked that number that was just right there. So that's all good.
No, I was looking for the area code to be 859, but it was after the area code. That's why I was getting confused. What's up, my man?
You wouldn't even know what it was, Chris. You had this sense that, you know what, this is a sexy dark chocolate bear, and you just had to pick this one up. I knew you knew it.
Isaiah, what's up, my man? Big Nick fan, big Giant fan. What's up?
Nothing much, brother. Going good, man. I've been watching all your videos, man. I just gotta say, I'm so proud of you that you deserve 3 spankings, and it's gonna be glorious.
I just want to get the super chat real quick. Thank you so much, Carlos Rodriguez. He says, people sleeping on the Niners. Pass rush may be deadly. I agree with you. I think Nick Bosa and Ford were a good pickup for you guys. I think you guys are going to have a good pass rush. But, Isaiah, man, I really appreciate all the love you show my channel.
Oh, man, you're the best, man. I can't wait to see you on BET. You're gonna be great. It's gonna be in BET. Chris the Entertainer. It's gonna be beautiful, man. But no, man, for real, man. Keep doing your thing, man. Also, shout out to Bad Dog, man. The $5.
Yeah. I'm gonna be on Bad Dog's channel tonight. We're gonna be doing the Giant show tonight.
That dude is blacker than hell, man. If anybody's ever seen Bad Dog, he's black as hell. He has cornrows and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, but I love Bad Dog video, man. He did for anybody, man. Subscribe to Bad Dog channel, man. He did a great video on OBJ. It was great. I enjoyed it, man.
Yeah.
It down.
Yeah. It came out yesterday, I think, right? Yeah, so I took a look at it.
Yeah, great video, man. Everybody go subscribe to my man Bad Dog. But man, I was going to talk about a little bit of I've seen the reports of Knicks trading down. I want everybody to calm down. The Knicks are just doing the due diligence. From what I heard they weren't. It's not really a thing. It's just like, the due diligence. They're just taking phone calls and seeing what they can get for it. But I pretty much heard it's going to be R.J. Barrett, and I know he's going to work out for them.
I almost made a video on that today because they said that he's coming there, I think, in a week. He's going to be working out for them. I really think they're going to take Barrett. I mean, if they don't take Barrett, unless Morant falls, I would be beyond shocked. I don't see that happening. I think Barrett's going to be a Knick.
I mean, look.
Unless they trade the pick for Anthony Davis, I guess.
Oh, yeah. That I'm fine with. If they're going to get AD, then, of course, trade R.J. Barrett. You have to do it. I understand what Knicks fans are saying about, keeping the young guys. But, look, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to trade a player. Most championship teams have some part of free agency in their championship team. So they're gonna have to trade a player, gonna have to trade a pick. But I like RJ, man. Look, man, he's to me the best. Besides John Morant, he's probably the most skilled player in the draft.
I think a lot of people are sleeping on RJ Barrett, and, because I go on the Sims channel whenever I can, and I hear Knicks fans' takes on RJ Barrett, and I'm like surprised by it. I'm like, why don't people like this guy? This guy averaged 22 points. He averaged 7 rebounds, 5 assists. I know he's not a great shooter. He shot 30% from 3, but.
But White Chocolate, here's the thing though, that people are taking stuff out of context. So people got to remember first and foremost, if you're critiquing an 18-year-old, then I don't know what to say to you. If you're going to critique an 18-year-old's game,
right? He's
18 years old. There's
he's got a lot to learn.
He got a lot to learn, and then plus look at the context. Let's be real. If you watch Duke basketball this year, which I know a lot of people did, but did they pay attention? Duke was not a good team.
Yeah, they just had the 3 stars. They had 3 stars, but they weren't a great team. Yeah,
I want to say 2.5. I want to say 2.5 because Cam Reddish didn't even show up.
Yeah, it was a bit disappointing.
To me, I thought Trey Jones was the 3rd best player, and Cam was 4th. Then the bench didn't help. They had no bench. RJ, pretty much, I think RJ. It was ridiculous. RJ and Zion were counted for 52% of the offense.
Yeah, well, RJ, the knocks on RJ is the shot selection, but a lot of people say that he was kind of forced to take that role on with Duke, and we'll see. The 3-point shot needs to improve, especially at the pro level if he's going to be playing the 2 guard. And the other thing I read was his ball handling is a little subpar. I kind of like the fact that he's a lefty because I feel like lefties are harder to defend. He kind of reminds me of James Harden. I never want to say he's going to be James Harden, but his game kind of reminds me of James Harden in terms of his offensive skill set.
Yeah, the games remind me of. Yeah, he definitely reminds me of James Harden, man. Definitely reminds me of James Harden. And then also, are you still going to do the Jets thing this year, Jets and Giants?
Yeah. Week 11. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because when I see you, I'm just gonna squeeze you and hug you and kiss you and just do. It's gonna be pretty bad. I'm saying right now, they might kick us out of MetLife. Me, you, and Bad Dog are gonna be a nice Oreo sandwich. It's gonna be a nice Oreo ice cream sandwich. It's gonna be an ice cream sandwich. We're gonna sprinkle. We're gonna get a Latino guy, get some caramel in there. It's going to be real good. We're going to be a nice, happy family, man.
Hopefully we get a Latino guy there. Hopefully we get that to work out. But
yeah, maybe we could get Sim. He's kind of light-skinned. He can work.
I think Sim told me he was going to come, so I got to talk to him about that. I talked to him about it a couple months ago, so hopefully Sim is there too.
Oh, yes, but you know what? But I know you got a couple people calling in. I love you, brother. You are the greatest. Everybody... Nobody else can fake Chris but me, so don't even try it. You and Bad Dog keep doing your thing. Got love for you too, Bad Dog. I know you're on the chat. I'm gonna tune in later for I'm tuning in later for the show. But keep doing your thing, Chris. Love you, brother. See you soon, man.
Appreciate that, Isaiah. Love you too, my man. Thank you for the call.
All right, man. Be good, man.
All right, have a good one. So it's 7:33. I'm going to have to get off at 8 o'clock because I'm going to be on Waterboys Report. So we're going to be on for another half hour thereabouts. So please call in. What's going on, Rich from the Sports Reaction? If you haven't done so, please go over to Rich's channel. Check him out. He's got a great channel over there. Does a lot of live streams. This is probably a prank call. We'll probably hang up in 4 seconds. It's an unknown number. What's going on? You're on live?
Hey, Mr. Entertainah. This is NYG31 here.
Oh, okay. Unknown number usually is a prank call. What's going on, NYG31?
Nothing, man. You know something? I was gonna talk about the Giants, about Daniel Jones and all that, but then I really want to come in here and talk about the Mets bullpen.
Oh, God.
For like the last few days. Like, I am so mad. Like, the thing was, let me get this straight. We had a 6-1 homestand, right?
Right.
And then we went on the road and just disappear. I mean,
and it's only going to get tougher. I mean, this road trip is brutal. Yeah, the Mets are in big trouble right now.
I know.
Big trouble.
And the offense played well, and the starting pitching pitched well. It's just the bullpen and the manager.
Yeah. Well, Mickey Callaway's gone, I think, after this year. I don't think he makes it through the year.
I mean, did you see my rant video last night?
I saw you made it. I actually saw that. I haven't got a chance to watch it. I'm going to watch it.
And then what happened was I made 2 prediction videos before that. I made the Bears prediction video and I made the Lions prediction video. But I had to make that rant video. I was so angry.
Oh, so you do prediction videos for all the teams?
Well, I did it for the NFC East. Now I'm doing it for the NFC North now.
Oh, very good stuff, man.
I think I'm gonna do it for the NFC South, but I'm not doing it for the NFC West because the NFC West is garbage, with the exception of Seattle
and the Rams.
And nah, I'm not counting the Rams. I'll say the 49ers.
You don't like the Rams?
Their offense is it's pathetic. They should have never went to the Super Bowl. I mean, I was shocked when they went to the Super Bowl, but it was a defensive game over there. It wasn't offense at all.
Interesting. I like the 49ers this year. I actually think the Rams win that division. I think the 49ers come in second, and I have the Seahawks third.
Yeah, did you when I called a few times, did you block my call?
No, not at all.
Oh, you didn't block my call? Okay, that's good because every time I called it was not available, and then what happened was when I called, they said the numbers is unavailable. I was like, what's going on? Did you block me? Because you did say to put it on the chat, and I did put it on the chat.
I don't know. You come up, for some reason, you're coming up as unknown person on my Skype.
Well, I don't know how come the number didn't show up on your end there, but
no, either way, you got through.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I could have rant right now, but I was gonna go on live today and rant again some more, and then I was gonna rant about how they disrespect Daniel Jones because I watched a lot of videos of Daniel Jones, and then everybody was saying that he sucked because of their talent, but he sucked because the thing was he didn't have enough talent around him, but he had to look at the scheme too.
Well, yeah, no, it's definitely a very complex offense for a college quarterback.
Yeah.
So we'll see, man. We'll see. I just hope it works out. What's going on, Nick Howard? How you doing? Am I on the? No, you're not on the block list, Nick Howard. I only block people who prank call me. I would never block Nick Howard.
And the thing was too. Entertainah also. I think Daniel Jones will start before Eli, and I believe it. I know Eli is a favorite to start, but I think where I'm hearing from OTAs and stuff, he's not looking good. He's throwing a couple picks. It's time for him to be a backup. I've been saying that for like a few videos ago. It's time.
I don't think Eli's going to be a backup to start the year, and I get what you're saying, but I don't. I think Eli's.
But he has to take it because otherwise he has to go.
I think Jones is going to take over the job at some point this year, but to start the year, I think Eli's going to be the starter.
Nah, I can't because I think he's going to struggle against the Cowboys again.
Well, if
the Cowboys have owned Eli Manning for years.
I know that. They've owned the whole team, not just Eli Manning, but yeah, they've. We haven't been able to beat that team now we swept them in 16, but the last 2 years we haven't been able to beat them.
The reason why we swept them in 16 because we had a weaker schedule.
Well, Snacks Harrison is the reason we swept them. He stuffed the line, and Zeke Elliott couldn't get. Oh, I just lost him. I didn't hang up on him, but just lost him. Let's see, Big D in the building. Thank you to everybody for being here. By the way, why is my mic going out? What's going on, Poppy Goat? Thank you for tuning in. Bob Money in the house. Ooh, I think this might be Bavith. Is this Bavith?
Hey man, how you doing?
What's going on, Bavith? How you doing, my man?
No, I'm doing good. How you doing, bro? How's that move going?
It's going good. Moving. Well, I'm not gonna move for a month, but I've been looking at apartments, looking at job interviews, getting everything situated. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so first thing I asked you, did you buy any jersey shirts of any of the rookies that we drafted?
What?
Did you buy any shirts or jersey of any of the rookies that we drafted?
No. I don't buy I won't buy a player. Well, Barkley I did last year, but I won't buy a player's jersey unless like I really believe in them. So if I see Daniel Jones, he plays well, maybe I'll buy a Daniel Jones jersey. Maybe I'll buy a DeAndre Baker jersey, but not before the season starts.
I'm probably gonna buy a D-Bake, just because I think. Do you think D-Bake has the potential to be defense rookie of the year?
I wouldn't rule it out. But this was such a great defensive draft that that would be really hard for him to do it. But DeAndre Baker's a really good corner. I thought he was the best corner going into this draft, and I was happy when the Giants got him. So hopefully it works out. But yeah, I wouldn't rule it out. I would say he has the best chance of anyone on the Giants roster to win it. I would say he has the best chance if he wins the starting job. Obviously, Sam Beal could win it, and I don't know if Sam Beal would be eligible for Rookie of the Year. Probably not. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't think so. But I don't know if you saw all the OTA highlights, but have you seen how Darius Slayton is looking? I've
seen a lot of the highlights. I don't think I saw many of him specifically. No.
Looking like a bust, but I don't want to say too early. But I don't know, compared to everything else, guys. I don't know if you saw the Daniel Jones picks interceptions one, where it says
it slipped through his hands.
He caught it and it bounced out of his hands and it just got intercepted.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I get he's from the 6th round, but come on.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for some. Not all these wide receivers are gonna make the roster. They have obviously what's his name, Reggie White Jr. A lot of people like him, the undrafted guy. He might crack the roster, and he's a little taller. I think he's 6'3". And then they also got what's his name? He's a veteran, the possession receiver. What's his name? It's escaping me right now. Obviously Cody Latimer, Coleman. But I'm thinking they have another guy.
The Eagles last year? Oh my God, I forgot too.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but it's going to be hard for Slayton to make the roster. Or it really is. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a good competition in training camp.
Yeah. I forgot his name. Shoot. But the question slipped out of my hand. But hey, man, have a good night. Blue. So, whenever the move happens, hopefully I'll see you before you move.
Yeah, no, I definitely like to set something up to meet some of my best subscribers before I move. I would definitely like to do that.
Yeah, man, that's all I got for now. Have a good night, bro.
Yeah, but man, thank you for the call, man. Thank you for being a great subscriber. I didn't mean to hang up on him there. So Entertainah will be talking. Yeah, what's up, Slick Nick? How you doing, my man? What's up, Entertainah? Can I I am gonna have a reaction video. I'll have my phone out when the Knicks are picking Ben Jones during the NBA draft, 100%. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, yo, what up, pimp? It's that's my thing. That's my slogan now. If I ever own a business, on the sign it's gonna say, "What up, pimp?"
Chris Sinor, and by the way, Kid Blue just came into the chat. What's going on, Big O? So how you doing, man? In about a month, maybe 6 weeks, something like that. Thank you for tuning in, and if you have not done so, please go over to Kid Blue's channel and sub him up. Puts out great content there. Chris Sinor, of course, with his infamous intro with the "What up, pimps?" Yes. What's up, pimp?
Yeah. Nothing much. Since it's a New York sports channel, I just want to start off with the Mets because I like to pick on the bad New York sports teams. But what's it called? The Knicks really remind me. You've watched Bronx Tale, right? Everybody's watched Bronx Tale before.
Yeah.
That the fat dude with the glasses and he's like bald on the top of the head.
Mm-hmm.
That one dude.
Jojo. Are you talking about Jojo the Whale?
I think no, not the dude who got put in the bathroom. The other dude, the one with the glasses,
Okay,
and,
okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah. When Sonny called him a jinx, I think that's the Mets right now. They're a jinx. The Mets are disappointing year after year. They're just trash. I can't believe we even lost one game against them. I mean, we should have swept them.
The Mets are not playing well. Mets are not playing well this year. I can't say anything about it.
Yeah, I can't talk trash because we haven't even won a World Series. So you can call the Padres a jinx too, because we're straight ass right now.
Yeah.
But either way, I think Daniel Jones, he's obviously going to back up this year. They're going to go with the veteran. They're going to go with Elijah, look both ways, Manning. I don't even want to say his name. I just hate that guy. I don't like Eli Manning. I just hate him. But he's gonna be the vet. He's gonna be the starter either way. It doesn't matter. So
yeah, I think Eli starts the year, and then depending on how he plays, depending on how the Giants are doing, I would say my guess would be that Daniel Jones will play the last 8 games. Maybe Eli plays up until the bye, and then Daniel Jones steps in after the bye, so he has an extra week to prepare. I could see that. The Giants, I think, have a week 11. No, week 12. I can't remember. No, week 11. Week 11 bye. I could see Eli playing the first 10 weeks, and then the last 6 weeks is Daniel Jones because he gets that extra week to prepare for the last. Unless the Giants, of course, are in it. If they're in it, Eli's going to play the whole year. But I think that would be the ideal time to bring in Daniel Jones. Give him 10 weeks to learn the playbook, learn under Eli Manning, and then you bring him in with that extra week to prepare for the next week's opponent. Something like that.
I think securing a playoff spot is probably when you wanna put in Daniel Jones, because if before, like when you're like at week 9 and you're 9 and say you're doing good, you're like 8-1 or you're like 7-2 or like 6-3 or something like that. I wouldn't start Daniel Jones.
Oh no! If the Giants are in it, Eli, they're riding Eli to the finish line, and I'm completely fine with that. It would do Daniel Jones good to learn for a year under Eli Manning.
But if Daniel Jones does perform those end of the games, the week 14 to week 16, and do you think the Giants might pull off? When Doug Flutie, he was doing good in like the 1997 season, and that one quarterback came in. Do you think they're gonna do that to Eli? They're going to say Eli's going to start like a day before, and then on game time, they're going to say Daniel Jones is going to start, or do you think they're just going to keep Eli Manning on the starting roster if they make it to the playoffs?
Oh, if they're in the playoffs, Eli's going to be this. If the Giants are having a good year this year, Eli's the quarterback.
Even if Daniel Jones performed,
well, I don't think Daniel Jones sees the field if the Giants are playing well. I think Eli stays at the position.
I can agree with that. I think that's probably one of the most competitive spots for a quarterback. You got a lot of, Will Greer and Cam Newton, but Daniel Jones and Eli Manning. I mean, that's gonna be. I'm definitely gonna be looking at that quarterback competition.
Yeah,
because you got 2 really good quarterbacks. I mean, Daniel Jones. Everybody hated on him, but that draft night, I was gonna say. I said to myself, Daniel Jones is gonna be a good. Daniel Jones is gonna be a good quarterback. Either way, and I didn't even know who the hell Daniel Jones was. I thought it was just a meme or something like that. But Eli's another great player, and I just hope I hope the best for the Giants. I mean, New York's probably one of my favorite cities, and I hate to see teams or all their teams do really bad, besides the Yankees and.
That's it. The Yankees and nobody else, and the New York sports has been. The last, I mean, I'm not a Yankee fan, so for me, the Giants had one good year in 2016. Other than that, they've been pretty abysmal for the last 7 years. The Mets have been awful. They had that one good year in 2015 where they went to the World Series, but other than that, and the Knicks have just been bad forever. Yeah. So, I mean, it's been tough to be a New York sports fan the last decade or so.
Yeah, it's a beautiful city, but, sports isn't. Sports, I believe in 5 years, one team would bring a title, either the Yankees or possibly the Giants, and maybe more than that.
The Knicks could if they bring in some big free agents.
Well, the thing with the Knicks is that they have money to spend, but it's tricky to get those players hasn't been good in a long time, because who the hell wants to play with the Knicks? I mean, KD's shown interest. But you're gonna have to draft somebody good. You're gonna have to draft Barrett or John Morant, and then maybe that might entice KD. But if you want to bring good players, you gotta bring superstars and stuff like that. But either way, I don't want to take that long. I don't want to hog the line and stuff like that.
I just want to let you know, Sino. I don't know if you heard earlier. I know you love Luka. I'm gonna be on his channel.
Yeah. Luka's amazing. Luka's amazing. Water report. That's amazing, man.
I'm gonna be on his channel in 20 minutes. So we're gonna be talking.
Oh, that's legendary. But thanks for sending that up, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to see another Luka Entertainah stream.
I'm not gonna be.
Either
It's just
way-
gonna be a call-in, but I'm gonna be a call-in guest for.
Oh,
about
it's just gonna be a call.
Yeah.
Either way, if Entertainah's presence is in a stream, it's gonna be a good stream. If it's Soul, if it's First Jedi Soul or whatever is in a stream, it's gonna be a good stream either way. But either way, and enjoy your steak dinner because I know that's what the poll.
Yes. You guys voted on the steak tonight, medium rare. Medium rare.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Nah, and I should end the call now. It's all about well done. You don't want to get bacteria what a dirty smuck you are, man.
Chris Sonora's the best, man. Thank you for the call, buddy. Oh, by the way, if you have not subscribed to Chris Sonora, he's got a channel over there. Go check it out.
Oh, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. If you're new here, subscribe to Chris because Chris is amazing. I mean, he puts in dedication and everything, and I know that he went to retirement recently. But he's out of retirement, But yeah, peace out, Chris.
All right, Sonora, man, have a good one. Thank you for the call. Always love talking to you.
Yeah.
That's the only way to eat it, 8 Camel Toes. I agree. And by the way, check out 8 Camel Toes channel too. By the way, he's got a good channel over there. Go check him out. Yeah, you got to get it medium rare, right? You can't be eating it well done. It's like a hockey puck. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Hello, this is Lucas Milk.
Lucas Milk. Are you drinking skim today? What are you drinking?
I'm drinking skim, yeah.
Okay. All right. Good to know. What's up, Lucas? How you doing?
Nothing much. Just wanted to call in. Can't wait for the preseason. See how Daniel Jones is doing. What he's gonna do. Yeah,
no, it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. No, I said you have a channel, Camel Toe. I'm saying go over there and check out 8 Camel Toe's channel. Yeah, I'm really excited for mini camp starts tomorrow. So I think that's going to be 3 days. Yeah. Then we got, I think, 4 more days of OTAs. And then obviously training camp. I mean, by the time July comes around, we're going to be ready to roll. We're going to be ready to roll. And August will be preseason football. And, exciting times, man. Football's going to be here before you know it.
Yep, and I heard you're moving to Texas.
Yes, yeah. No, Rudy, it's not a prank call. I talk to Lucas a lot. He calls in all the time. It's not a prank call. Yeah, yep.
I'm not a prank caller.
No, you're not a prank call. You're just Lucas Milk.
Yeah.
But what's up, my man?
All right. Just enjoying the place that I moved to.
You live in New Mexico now, right?
Yeah.
And where'd you move from? Denver?
Been about a month and a half.
Where from? Denver?
No. It was a small country town in the east.
Oh, okay. How do you like New Mexico? It's good?
Oh yeah, it's way sunnier.
Oh, I'm sure. You can't get much sunnier than New Mexico. But anything else you want to talk about, my man?
No, nothing much.
I always love talking to you, Lucas. You know that. Yeah, you're a Knicks fan. You're a Knicks fan too, right?
Yeah, but I'm not as huge of a basketball fan as a football fan, but I still follow the Knicks.
Yeah, should be a fun off season for the Knicks. I'm looking forward to it in the next month or so. Yeah. But Lucas, man, I just gotta let you go because I gotta end the show in like 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. So I want to take as many people as I can.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for being a great subscriber on the channel.
Yeah.
All right,
thanks for you making all those videos and those streams.
Yeah, man. My goal this year in this off season was I can't do it because sometimes stories don't come out. But I wanted to make a Giants video every day. I said that to myself about a month ago. I said I want to make a video every day. I'm going to miss a day here and there, but I want to try to make a video leading up into the season almost every day.
All right, that's a good goal.
All right, my man. Thank you so much for calling in.
All right.
All right. Have a good one. All right, we're going to take like 2 more calls, and then I got to go over because I got to call Luca from the Waterboy Report. Lucas Angel says, Chris, oh my God, Kimbrel signed with the Angels. There you go. Oh, what's up, Crazy Mofo? How you doing? What's going on, QC? What's going on? Some great subscribers in here. Sounds like Woody Allen. Yeah, he does sound a little bit like Woody Allen. All right. What's going on? You're on live.
Hey, see how you doing, man? It's Darnell.
Whoa, Darnell, how you doing, my man? What are you going into work?
Nah, I'm already at work.
Oh, you're already at work. You're already at work. So, what's up, my man? How you doing?
Not much, man. You know, just a call in. You know, I haven't been on a call in. Well, you haven't had the call in show in a while, so I was like, hey, say something, say what's up.
Yeah. I'll be getting these guys up and running again once a week.
Yeah, how's the movie coming along? Too?
It's going good. I'm gonna officially move probably in about 6 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks, but getting everything situated. Move back home for like a month, 5 to 6 weeks, and then do my thing, try to chase my dream.
Okay. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Like, so you're still in Brooklyn for right now?
No, I moved back home to Long Island for a month.
Oh, back home. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but like I said, man, we gotta link up, man.
Yeah, you know what, man? Before I move, all my hardcore New York guys, Pavita asked about that. I would love to meet up at a bar or whatever, and whatever, man, just hang out for a night or whatever. I'll definitely do that.
Listen, man, I got a good spot. I go to a lot. It's called New York Beer and Company. Have you heard of it?
New York Beer and Company.
It's on 44 West.
Okay. Oh, I know what that is. I could definitely go there.
Right by Times Square. Like, Times Square is right there, like right down the block.
Yeah, man. I think my email's in the link in the description. I'm pretty sure. If not, just put a message in the comments after. Shoot me an email.
Okay.
We'll try to set something up 100%. Yeah, I'll definitely do that before I leave.
Man. Like I said, man, I definitely want to either get a game or something, or we just hit a bar up or something, man. We all got to hang. Not just you, but everybody. You know.
Yeah, I would love to get some of my guys who live in New York. I would love to. I don't know how many we got. A lot of my guys are from out of state, but definitely hang out with a few of you guys. That'd be a blast, man. I would love to do that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man, but okay, the Giants. All right, like you said, man. Every time I hear it, man, I'm ready, man. I just want to see what this defense look like. It looked like to me, and it's just me. This is me going off my head. I think we could be a top 10 defense.
Oh man, I'm trying to be optimistic here. I think they could be an improved defense. I think.
I'm definitely
I think last year they were like the worst. They were one of the worst defenses in football. But second year in the system, they brought in guys that I think they feel fit the system better. I think Jabril Peppers is a really good fit for the system. Marcus Golden was a nice piece. So obviously some of the rookies they drafted. You hope Lorenzo Carter gets better. I think it could be a close to average defense. I don't know about top 10. I think that's asking a little too much, but I think they could be in the mid to high teens, maybe.
Okay. No, I was definitely thinking that, man. I think top 10 is kind of pushing it, but I'm just like, yeah, probably hopefully 18. But my friends over here, they looking at me like I'm crazy, man. You never know, man.
Hey, man, you got to be optimistic. You got to be optimistic about your team, man. You got to be optimistic about your team.
Absolutely.
Our Mets are horrible, though. Our Mets are freaking horrible.
Man, listen, the Mets. We got to pray for the Mets.
Yeah, we need the whole Bible for the Mets. I mean, they have been absolutely horrible. The bullpen and the starting pitching have been awful.
I'm sorry, my bad, Chris. Repeat that.
No, what are you getting fired at work?
No.
No. I was just saying. I was just saying that the starting pitching, the bullpen, has just been so incredibly disappointing for the Mets this year.
Horrible, but freaking horrible, man. I mean, like I said, the Mets. You figure with DeGrom, that last game with DeGrom was pitching, and we were up 1-5 going into the ninth, and they blew. I'm like, yo, dude, now it's starting to become a normal thing again. I said, oh, here we go again. Here go the same old Mets.
Yep.
It is. I thought we fixed all this, and here we go again.
Yep.
And this is where I'm like, I feel like
it's like a snowball effect.
Definitely.
And it's only going to get harder now because now we play. We play the Yankees. I think we're playing the Giants. So they have a hard schedule here. We're in really bad shape, right? I hope I'm wrong, but it's not looking good right now.
Yeah, man.
Oh, by the way, I should have mentioned this. I am definitely organizing. Even though I'm moving, I'm going to fly back home for that Giant Jet game week 11. So if anybody's interested in going to that as well, I'm going to set that up as well week 11 against the Jets.
Definitely. That sounds awesome.
Yeah. But
Hey, Chris, man, I'm gonna talk to you. I gotta help this guy out.
do what you gotta
I
do,
have a
man.
job,
Get back to work, my man. Get back to work. Thank you for the
Thank
call.
you, man. It was always a pleasure. No
All right,
doubt, man.
thank you
Take
for
it
the call. Dom, what's up, Dom? If you haven't done so, please subscribe to Dom. I have to end the show because I got to go on Luca. I could take one more call, and then I got to go because I got to call Luca by 8:10 Waterboy Report. And then I'm going to be on Mr. Bad Dog's channel tonight, right there. We're going to be talking Giants for the first time in a while. We took a break because of the NBA playoffs. So I'm really looking forward to that. We'll take one more call. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, Entertainah, this is Mike Cracchiolo. How's it going?
What's going on, Mike? How you doing?
Good. Just wanted to call. I know I commented a little bit about this, too, about the Knicks. And,
Yeah, I saw you in
all
the
this
chat.
trade
Yeah,
talk.
yeah. What's up?
Yeah, and all this trade talk about AD, and just want to get your take on it. I mean, I feel like we're building a team. We're going to have to trade pretty much everybody that's under contract next year to get him. And then it's, you know, you'll have AD. Hopefully, you'd assume that they had KD at that point. And
Yeah, well,
maybe
that's what it would
Kyrie
be.
or another.
You'd have to obviously trade this year's pick, so you'd have no draft picks from this year's draft. Second round pick. I mean, that's not going to be much. So, I mean, you would have to trade Knox. You'd have to trade the third overall pick. I hope they wouldn't have to trade Mitchell Robinson. I would hope they are able to hold on to Mitchell Robinson. Let's just say they could hold on to him. You trade Knox. You're trading DSJ. You're trading probably Neil Aquina. You're trading everyone. Hopefully Dotson could stay. Let's say they could keep Dotson and Mitch, and then you could somehow get KD, AD, and Kemba Walker or Kyrie Irving, and you build from there. And then you hope with those three players you could get guys on vet minimums to try to chase a ring that'll come. And that I think that's how you go and build a team. But that strategy, I mean, it could work, but it's a limited window. You'd probably only have a 2 or 3 year window of a really good basketball team, and then you'd have to rebuild again. So
I just feel like it's too many missing pieces to try to hope that we get a bunch of people on vet minimums.
It's a lot of variables.
Like I mentioned in one of your comments, you don't need the best big man in the league to win nowadays, and I think Mitch Robinson's going to be more than good enough to win with. I'd rather keep all the other assets, keep the number 3 overall pick, which hopefully it's R.J. Barrett, if John Morant doesn't fall because of this knee issue, and keep the depth, too. I mean, I think if you look at some of these teams, I mean, obviously star power is key, but the depth is huge, and that's why teams like Golden State keep beating Houston. I mean, I think it's just
I agree.
I agree
with
they
you.
have.
I agree with you. I think the better route would be to just stay there, take R.J. Barrett. Hopefully you get Durant, and then hopefully you add another piece, another max player. But hopefully it's the right max player. They don't reach on somebody like a Tobias Harris. I don't want them doing something like that. But hopefully you get a Kyrie or a Kemba with Durant. You get R.J. Barrett. You keep your young pieces in Mitchell Robinson and Kevin Knox, and you build from there. And that I agree with you. I think that's the best approach because I think Kevin Knox could still be a very good player, especially if you have other stars on the roster. It's going to make his job a lot easier. So I think that's the way to go. I think you stay with what you got and you hope to add 2 nice players in free agency and take R.J. Barrett. I think that's the best approach. I agree with you.
Right, and what people got to remember is Knox was one of the youngest guys coming out last year.
Yeah.
And it was actually a lot for him to be the focal point of the whole offense. So I think, like you said, he gets more talent around him, takes some of the stress and pressure off of him, and let him really grow. I mean, the kid is he even 20 yet? I'm not even sure.
He's I think he's going to be 20 in season. I don't think he's 20 yet. But no, I agree. I agree with you. I'm not. I'll say this. I think Knicks fans overreacted to Knox when they first drafted him because I was hearing Knicks fans saying that he could be Kevin Durant and this and that, and I never thought that. But I still think he could be a really good player. I think he could be like a Rudy Gay, someone like that. Or Richard Jefferson. I'm not going to rule something like that out. But I think, like you said, I think if you could get other really good pieces here, it's going to make him better. It's just like anything else. I mean, even look at a guy like Landry Fields. I mean, he played pretty well with the Knicks when they had the pieces around. When you have really good players, it makes other players better than what they really are. So, and when you have no talent, it makes players worse than what they really are. So, I think Knox could be a good player, and I definitely think Mitch is going to be a good player. The Knicks cannot get rid of Mitchell Robinson, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah, no, he has to stay at all costs. I think he's the best piece we have right now.
Yeah.
And I know you got to run to another call, but I must have missed something. Where are you moving to, buddy?
I'm moving to Texas. Moving to Texas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking. Well, you guys will see soon, but I'm making a big move. But I'm trying to do this full time eventually, not right away. But I just feel like it's situating myself better, in terms of the price of living and everything else.
Right. Yeah, New York's crazy. I moved from New York to Florida, so I made the move.
I love New York, but it's just it's too much money, man. The taxes and I mean, to get your own apartment in New York's like $1,700 a month. It's crazy, and it kills you. And
right.
I want to, I'm trying to build this up. So I might not be permanent, but at least for now, I'm going to Texas.
All right.
All right,
well,
my
thanks
man.
for taking my call, man. Have a safe trip. If I don't speak to you before then.
Yeah.
Safe move. And thanks for all the good shit you put out.
Yeah, man. Thank you for being a great subscriber, and
right.
hopefully I see you in the comments.
Yep. All right, bye.
Have a good one, my man. I just want to say, guys, I've got to go. It's 8:05. I have a prior engagement at 8:10. If you want to, Waterboy Report, Luca, I'll be calling there in 5 minutes. You could go over there, subscribe to his channel, and I'm going to be on there to talk NBA Finals. Can't take the call. I got to go. Sorry, I can't take the call. But I'm going to be on there to talk NBA Finals. And then tonight at 9:35, 9:40-ish, I'll be on with Bad Dog talking Giants. So thank you to everybody who tuned in. Hopefully you subscribed if you haven't done so yet. And thank you guys for being great subscribers.